when we last left off, there has been a sudden development amongst both the flatland and the high-rise. All of Rugton is in disarray, and there is an electric feeling as the presence of change is coming. It started with the death of Mr. Cartwright, the big boss, one of the main leaders of elf industrialization that came to Rugton and helped it survive once all of its industrialization wore out. But with his death, there has been a struggle for power. There's been a void, and groups are starting to act and seek this power. With the arrival of the blimp, there comes new figures, some new, some old, coming back into play. But those of you with businesses, you know that the arrival of the train is sometimes that much more of a significant venture. So I am curious, for just about anybody, we can kind of go down the list. What sort of preparations have you done, if any at all, readying yourselves for the new arrivals on the train? The train usually depicts, there is almost certainly always some tourists that come. Also, people coming looking for business ventures, either they have left and have returned, or new people coming to make their big break here. So there's lots of opportunity. There's lots of power that comes with this train. A new wave of people that need to be reintroduced to the civilization. So, starting with Dr. Zink, have you done any preparations or made any sort of consideration for this coming event?
Yeah, I probably have made a surplus of my drugs in order to get as many new people hooked as possible.
Okay. So this is like trying to get a new wave of people.
Yeah, like more clients.
Okay. Anything else specific, or is that just about it?
That's about it.
Okay. Everybody, you've just recently come back, but you also know specifically how important the arrival of the train is. Are you doing anything or had any plans for the arrival of the train? You did, so. I guess not. How about you? Or Viper.
Oop.
Right, sorry.
I know, we just had our other campaign, so.
I always want to call you Viper in that campaign. I don't know why.
I think you had a
Keeping you
loading
on your
point there,
toes.
maybe.
I think, basically she's just kind of getting things, in preparation for, just making sure inventory's stocked,
In case you have a wave of suddenly new customers, basically.
yeah,
Okay, but
inventory's
you're not
stocked.
really doing anything
Everybody's-
special, necessarily.
Yeah, everything's scheduled properly, and that everything looks. It's not perfection. However, but she wants it to make it sure that everything looks exceptional.
Sure. Yeah. And what about you, Probot? Stop playing music, so. Okay.
This thing on?
Renji, what about you?
No, Benji's not really prepping. He's I'm a man on a mission, so people on the train don't really affect
Okay.
me. They're just more pockets for me to steal from.
Oh, God.
As long as they don't fuck with my job, I'm good.
Yeah, you've got a previous engagement. You've got your own priorities. Okay.
Is my mic
What about
working?
Sergio? What are you doing?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you already know what I'm doing. Sergio's planning with his planning to meet this special fellow who's coming on for the train. One of the heads from the top side.
Alright.
And
But other than
Sergio's-
physically being there yourself to meet people, did you do any preparations in like the neighborhoods or anything?
I imagine that we kind of just Sergio kind of made plans with the sort of like the folks, making sure that like they had like things to get they needed for like I'm guessing like farmers markets and like big markets sort of sales, trying to sell their products to these new people. So like Sergio kind of offers he offers some of his like suppliers and protections from people, so that way like there's no like thieving going on around them.
Okay. So are you saying that that's something that you did in the neighborhoods already, or is that something that you're going to make sure is advertised to be provided to newcomers?
Advertised.
Okay.
I feel like it's gonna be advertised. To
Sure.
not fuck around in Sergio's hood.
You make sure that the reputation is projected.
Mhm.
Okay. Mr. Starreader, how about yourself? Were you doing anything in preparation for this?
Well, my building's the furthest away and is probably actually one of the things that is least affected. Other than the fact that my potion sales will be going up by a lot. You can't really sell any more fake cards than you already do. Only make so many.
Most
And
of
of
what
course,
this campaign is going to be is like stuff is going to happen, and then I'm going to ask you guys individually, with your businesses or whatever you're doing, what sort of things you would be doing. So that's the majority of what this is going to be. So
Maybe
this is
I'll
just
have
one of the
workers
first
go
ones
to the
that's
train.
really not that significant, I suppose, but is worth mentioning. So I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, I guess I'll send some workers over to the train to see if they can sell some more potions.
I guess in the future, Sergio would look into possibly opening up sort of like bar tents for people like traveling through. But it's gonna be like during celebrations, he'll like have these giant tents for like serving alcohol to people.
Okay.
Yeah, non-addictive potions. That doesn't mean no one chugs one after another, but that's the wizard's problem.
All right.
God, I got a lot of teleporters to make.
Always.
Yeah, my character's insurmountably always busy. Oh, coffee time.
Okay. And yeah, making their way down this gangplank, you can see a majority of people. You can also see these three specific figures. There is the Harangon lady who seems nervous and is constantly documenting things and looking around and being, trying to stay on track of a lot of different information at the same time. There is also the weirdly shaped golem that is assisting and just generally being beside the third and final figure, which is this tall, spray-tanned elven man in sunglasses and a Hawaii shirt that just strolls into the place as if he owns the world.
It's at this point, I believe Sergio was at a food stand, correct?
Yeah.
So
you were
Sergio,
getting,
I think
you
it
were
was,
getting meatballs.
yeah. So Sergio's gonna eat about like a quarter of them, like or about half of them, and he's gonna kind of casually stroll his way through the crowd towards the man, in the Hawaiian shirt,
Okay.
and he's gonna, if possible, try to make it look like he accidentally bumped into him and drops the meatballs on him.
When's the next one?
Go ahead and make either a performance or deception check. I will allow the deception, but it's going to be a higher DC.
Oh,
Can I try to
my
eavesdrop on
deception is.
Performance.
I'm gonna do deception, because my performance is the exact same as my deception, but I have advantage on deception.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh well, thank God for advantage because that's a 7. That's a 14. 14.
Okay. A 14 deception. You make a beeline straight for this man, and the sea of people parts as you make your way. You saunter up. All of these figures notice you as you walk up, and then you go to spill your. Actually, I will allow you the fact that people notice you. People see you. Yeah, especially these 3 figures notice you as you approach. Don't really think much of you, but if you wanted to try and do this as an accident and try to, that it might not go over well. So I will give you the option if you would like to reconsider as you have made your approach.
He just yeets it at him.
So I immediately get noticed, and kind of like Sergio's gonna keep his head down, like enjoying his meatball. Oh, there's some good meatballs.
And then you just kind of meander back into the crowd.
No, I just kind of casually walk by. Like, I'm not even gonna try to like avoid, not run into him, but I'm gonna casually walk past him.
Okay, you're just gonna keep going with your straight line and just pretend like you were going past him. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, you reconsider your your plan, and you choose not to do that. Okay. Yeah.
I had that plan. That was my only plan.
I just picture Sergio just like the oh no!
That's exactly how it was gonna be. It was just like Sergio's just like eating his meatball. He's gonna trip, accidentally dump it on him, and be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man."
Yeah,
And then,
absolutely.
"Here, let me take you over. I
Everyone
can
moves
show you
away
this."
from you, and you're like clearly walking toward this. Dang it! Can't blend in for shit.
Exactly.
Yes. Most of the people getting off of the train probably don't maybe necessarily recognize you instantly, but everyone that's around clearly recognizes you and gives you a white berth. Yeah, I mean these figures, as with most, are kind of just waiting for their luggage to be brought out. You can see that there's a lot of other constructs, heavy lifters loading down big pallets, and then that sort of gets unloaded and whatnot. Eventually, this group does go and seemingly gathering a large amount of luggage. And the man's like, "Hey, so how are we gonna get all this stuff out of here? I don't really see a whole lot of ways to transfer all this stuff to vehicles. How do we normally do this stuff, Mira?" And the bunny lady is furiously scrambling through her notes, and she says, I'm not quite sure. I believe our ride is waiting for us up topside, but I don't see any notes informing us how we're supposed to get it up there." It's like, well, seems like we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
and then you overhear Sergio gets a light bulb over his head.
Okay. As the light bulb,
like
yes.
at the light, and he's gonna whisper over to Vinny, and just Vinny his plan and be like, "Hey, why don't you go over there and introduce yourselves and offer your assistance with your boy over there? You know, offer some assistance."
Jerks.
Yeah, we could probably do that. Be some friendly neighbors. And he saunters over. At the exact same time as he reaches down, another hand reaches for the suitcase. As a small child says, "Let me get that for you, mister." And then a huge shadow passes over both figures as the large construct moves into position. And Mira says, "Oh, I'm sorry. That's ours. I would very much appreciate that you don't." And then the man steps forward and says, "Hey, easy. Be cool. Cheese it. When you're in your city, you gotta do like the city do." And he looks at the gangster and the child, and he flips them each a coin. "Yeah, I appreciate your helping us out. And you do us a good job, I'll make sure that you get a little something extra. How's that sound?" Then he turns back to his secretary and says, "You gotta go with the flow of things, you know. Don't be so stiff. This is the people. This is what they do. This is the best way that we can get, you know, even the lower streets, getting some action. We're just looking for a chance, an opportunity. We need to give that to the people." And she's like taking notes.
I just imagine that Vinny just takes the fucking suitcase and starts sneaking away as he says that, but he doesn't.
Yeah, and Vinny like
funny.
slowly turns and walks back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I keep forgetting. I think he calls the big construct Rowan. I don't have pictures of the man, but I do have pictures of the other two individuals. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, she cute.
But yeah, you and some of these other children assist in maneuvering some of the luggage upstairs, where there is that big animated cart that begins loading into it. And then he pulls one of the childs aside and says, "Hey, thank you so much for helping us out. You know, it can be pretty rough out there, but if you're looking to make a little extra change, I think I might need your help." And he, with a flick of his wrist, suddenly a letter appears in his hand. He says, "You mind sending this to one of your friends of yours? And if you do a good job, the seal is enchanted that it'll pop out an extra platinum coin for you if you do a good, quick job." Instantly, the child takes it and runs off. And then he turns to... what's your guy's name, Sergio?
Vinny.
Vinny. He turns to Vinny and says, "So, what's the boss of this area?" And Vinny says, "Oh, well, this is actually the hub. There's no really boss." "Oh, yeah. What's the place that's leading up to the up top? That's not quite at the top. Mora, I think, or something like that. Who's the boss of that area?" And I believe that is you. You don't technically own Mora necessarily, but you do own that section that's connected to it.
Give it a bit, and I assume Vinny just gives it to me anyways.
Yeah, basically. Nuns is what it's referred to. And Vinny kind of explains that. He says, hey, mind sending a message to your boss? Want to meet him. You know, get to know the friendly faces, see the sights. And Vinny's like, yeah, what kind of message you want me to send him? And then he flicks his wrist again and produces another letter. Same verse, second verse, same as the first. And he tosses the letter that Vinny kind of scrambles in the air to grab and just sort of nods. And they all begin loading up onto their animated cart. You want to do anything else, would you? What about you, Dr. Zink? Were you wanting to do anything?
Well, I think if the kids are done with the train, then we'll probably start heading back.
Okay. Yeah, one of the small childs runs up to you with a letter, and as soon as you grasp hold of it, the seal on it glows, and then pops out a platinum coin that the child catches and holds up. And he's like, "Look what I got!" And the message is unsealed.
I'll read it.
Okay. Enclosed is a short introduction and an invitation. Talking about, and you're just reading this out in the open?
Yeah.
Okay. Sergio, your message is pretty much the same as well if you also want to read it right now.
Okay. Well, I was gonna tell, before he kind of trots off, I was gonna then grab Vinny's son, Mini Baird, or also known as Trevor. I grab him and be like, "Hey, you see that cut that your dad's working on over there? I need you to go ahead and take notes of where the direction they're going. All right? I want to know where he's gonna be staying at."
Okay. You send Trevor to run after this car?
Not chase it, but just kind of like just keep mental note of where it might be going. Not like he doesn't have to follow it all the way through. He just kind of got like get an idea of it. I'm not gonna have him freaking running across the entire like 4 towns, spaces, just to keep up.
I mean, it is still fairly midday, so you get the idea. I guess what you're trying to figure out is if they're gonna go up top, which is most likely, or if they're gonna be somewhere down here.
Yeah, if they're gonna basically, I'm just keeping an eye. If they're sticking around my area, I want eyes on them.
Okay.
If they go past my area, all right, that's not on our turf. We stay off of it, all right. I just need to keep eyes on them if they're on my turf.
I'm gonna roll an athletics check for Trevor. Not very good.
Give me the trips.
Who's Trevor?
Trevor's like,
Trevor.
"You can count on me, mister." And he like turns around and is like, "Oh, it's taken off," and he starts bolting after it. But then you
Like-
read your letter?
Yeah, I'll read my better.
Okay.
That's Vinny has to be the funny. Just like, "Hey, what's my son going?" And be like, "Shh, I'm reading this."
Shut up, I'm reading.
At least he didn't turn around and immediately crack his head on the wall.
I read it.
The letter is enclosed by a former it's a weird sort of introduction that starts off with like, "Hey, my name is Reggie Fitzpatrick. I'm very interested in your business and considering that you might be interested in a business opportunity." And then it kind of gets a little bit more vague from there, which leads you to believe that this might actually be something more than just friendly, basically. And then it simply states that they would like to meet up and have a discussion at the Belladonna. And there is an enchanted clock at the lower end of the page. It's like a countdown to when the meeting time is, yeah. It seems like it's in a couple hours.
Okay. I'll probably tell the kids to go head on back to the orphanage and then start walking over to the Belladonna now.
Okay. Easy enough. What about you, Sergio?
I'll read this and be like, well then, words. Alright, you go ahead and you tell. Looks like we gotta make some plans. I'm gonna meet up. You know what? Let's make a little bit of preparations beforehand. We don't want to
Get
come
more
at
flowers.
this and get cut off or surprised. I say, I'm gonna head over there. Now, I'll hang around the area, you know, but, by the way, I sent your son over to follow him. I'm not sure if how he's gonna make it back, so you might want to go catch up to him.
Oh, God.
They're basically gonna be like, hey Vinny, go catch your son. It looks like I'm gonna end up meeting him after all. So
And then he
I didn't
turns
need
to you
send
like,
him on
but he's so far ahead. And just starts bolting even faster.
You gotta get your workout somehow.
Screw you!
These guys are troublemakers. But I love them to death. I never gonna change.
Mogwin's having a good laugh. That's how you keep your boys in shape.
Honestly. Sergio's gonna hand the letter over to Mogwin. Apparently
Yeah,
I got
gives
me
it
a
once
meeting.
over. And he strokes his beard down to his knees. Now this is something quite interesting. Wonder why they're interested in you and not just council as a whole. Although, to be fair, probably wouldn't want to involve the whole council. Did you know that Durinel actually has stones of far speech equipped on his men?
Oh my god.
The fancy new tangled technology.
What's a simple fucking carrier pigeon? I mean, come on. You want fucking magicians to fucking catch that shit with their fucking seeing eyes?
Gonna put town criers out of business.
Exactly. Everybody needs a good jump scare once a week. Come on.
He goes to crumple the paper and then looks at you and just hands it back. Yeah, well, you deal with that.
I'll give you an update on you keep me posted on when we're gonna plan on doing that job.
He gives you a little hand signal where he reaches up and kind of rubs his eyebrow with like a dismissive salute wave goodbye, which is a little signal that you both know that he's going to go check something else out.
Sergio will nod his head.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna finish the last of his meatballs and start heading his way back over to his favorite place to go
Can't
visit
believe I was
every
gonna throw
day.
these on the ground.
Nearly wasted these. Might drop by the flower shop real quick.
Again?
God. Stop buying the druid flowers! He has flowers! Or at least buy something more magical.
You're right. Random voice in my head.
You're right, my subconscious.
It was better than flowers. Stroke my beard. Maybe I'll hit the jewelry shop.
No. Oh god.
Okay. I would now like to cut over to a scene with everybody if you are here. Are you here?
Everybody's here.
God, his name's confusing.
I'm here.
Okay. I also wanted to ask, with the arrival of the train, did you want to do anything in preparation for the general activity that is like the introduction of like a bunch of new people arriving?
Hi. I'd like to head over to this train station and take the form of like normal everyday person, lean back and watch everybody pass along, you know? If
Okay.
anybody is
Yeah, you just want to see
interested
some
in
new faces.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Alrighty. Yo, I got a 21.
Okay. You do know that the general populace of Rockton is, you know, making their presence known. You can see that some of the different groups have, you know, some agents or even like groups of individuals making their presence known, as you saw with the dwarves, with Sergio and Mogwin. You also saw that Dr. Zink was there with his, you know, band of ruffians. I don't know. And there's some other groups as well.
Camps. No, that's the
Little
orphans.
angels.
The scamps. Yeah.
The little rascals.
There were a few figures of interest that made their way off of the train. There was that group of 3 that was noticed and described in the scene thus far. There was also a group of figures that seemed to have gold accents to their attire that seemed regal in a way. I don't really want to... I will allow that if you want to try and to determine anything more about them, you can make a check, but I'm just going to announce them for now since you rolled fairly high. And they specifically seem to be dealing with some large and suspicious looking luggage, but otherwise were nondescript and didn't speak to anybody and simply moved as quickly and quietly as they could. There was also a significant amount of nobles wearing, you know, sleek black attire that, you know, made their presence known, and also got a custom vehicle to take them straight to Elantra. So those are just the figures of note. If you wanted to do anything further.
Oh, I have really 2 interesting choices right now. Everybody is going to follow the people with the gold accents.
Okay. And you're just blending into the crowd?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Right. Rolled a 6. Matters.
Okay. Go ahead and make a, gosh dang it. Play the thing. Okay. Since you're getting closer, I will allow, make an investigation check.
Boss
Right.
fight.
I'm not ready for combat. That much. Rolled a 10. Do I die?
No. You do notice that as you get close to them, though, that you can see that their insignias are religious in nature, of a kind that you do not recognize as being normally seen around Elantra. It doesn't seem necessarily culty, but you do understand that their presence here is quite disturbing.
Hello? Hello?
Is someone communicating at me?
You hear me?
I can hear you.
I
What's
keep
happening?
grabbing the wrong music.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Hello?
Hello.
We hear you.
Easy time.
What else were you doing? Oh. Hello, we can hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
I don't think you can hear us.
Oh, hi. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, he's going to follow the dudes with the gold accents. They are religious in nature, or at least their insignia.
Mm-hmm.
And I just keep on following them until they get where they're going.
As soon as they get up topside, they completely separate themselves from the normal crowds, and start moving through alleyways. So if you intend to be close to them at all, they will absolutely notice you, and there is no way that you can avoid it unless you want to blend into their clothing and join their ranks.
Yep.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
you
do
want to
that.
do?
Go full throttle on this.
Okay. Go ahead and make a deception check. Should be pretty
Come
good
on.
for you.
On a deception. Deception. Deception, yeah. Why isn't it loading? Yep, I got an 11.
Okay. You step out, and instantly someone starts to ask who you are and what your position is and why you're not with your group. Like immediately start asking you security questions.
Can I roll another deception check and say I was sent here to help them their mission by a well-wisher within the city, that I'm a part of a sect of the same religion located here.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Ooh, right.
Are they gonna bite?
I'm so probably gonna die. Oh my god, I rolled a 10, an 18 on the other hand, so not liking my chances here.
You start to make up some BS story, and the figure looks at you strangely. I don't know who you are or what you're attempting to do, but I'm gonna let you off with a warning that you're probably just curious, so I'm gonna stop you right there. And they look over their shoulder, take a step forward, and say, for your best case scenario, for your own personal safety, back off. And they slowly back up, keeping eyes trained on you, as the different vehicles are loaded up and beginning to move away.
I'm just gonna back away from this because this is some not okay stuff.
Okay.
I've gone a bit too deep on this one.
All right. Yeah. They begin to maneuver their carts down into some of these back alleys and out of sight of the public. And they round the corner and lose sight with you.
Can I go and follow them, trying to be as stealthily as possible? Wait, could I get up on the rooftop somehow?
They are immediately going into what is like a covered section. This is like a long tunnel, so the only place that you could be is directly behind them, in this sort of open section.
Oh boy. Too late to follow the nobles?
You could probably track down the nobles. They're not going too fast, I suppose.
Hmm.
I will give you another option. Your fantasy scroll pager goes off. Someone wants you to do a job.
But he kinda rubs the bridge of his nose and says, "Saved by the bell, I suppose," and reads the message.
Okay. The message is that someone wants to meet you, and it's just location information.
Oh man, now this is really a trap.
I mean, this is usually how you do your business. So.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, I go to the location.
Okay. And I assume you stealth your way there so that nobody knows who you are.
I just put on a new face.
Okay. Once you get there, you know the typical spot. There is a small little shop set up that you can position yourself in one of these outside tables near a wall that someone around the corner can share information with you, or can come and sit at the table with you.
I sit down at the table and wait a bit.
Okay.
I'm in.
You hear after a couple minutes, you hear a tapping on the other side of the wall, signaling you that the informant is there. Or not informant, but the client is there, basically.
Tell them to speak and get on with it. Wait. Speak and get on with it.
All right. I know you're one of the best, so that's what I need right now. Apparently I have to show my face somewhere, but I don't do that kind of thing, so very much like you to go in my place.
Ooh.
Which is
yes.
probably like the main job that you ever do.
Most definitely. So, are you some kind of noble or rich man? Or some dumb hick?
Let's just say that I make people disappear, and you know that.
And I think it's with that you do recognize the voice at this point. It is Mr. Bleach. And you have worked for him before and done jobs like this before. He does not show his face at all. no one knows what he looks like. So you could literally go looking like anybody, and they would just believe you.
Always nice to hear from an old friend.
Yeah, whatever. Tell you what, pay you up front this time, and you know the usual fee. If any trouble goes on, I'll pay double when it's over.
And he tosses a bag around the corner, just underneath the table.
If you're really calling for me, are you sure you don't want to show up? It'd be a bit more fun.
I don't roll like that.
And then you just hear footsteps going away.
Crime bosses never know how to have a good time. I just pick up the bag and store it in my pocket.
It's like a duffel bag, because it's full of so much money.
Yeah, I sling the duffel bag around my shoulders and go back to my basement.
Okay. Yeah, and you like put up on a disguise that matches it or whatnot or something. Sure. Also inside the bag is one of these envelopes with the same sort of introduction and description that you are to meet at the Belladonna in a couple hours.
I drop off.
What?
I drop off the bag of money at the basement and then go to the Belladonna and eat it out. So to say.
Okay. Do you do any other preparations or anything?
Would I be able to see clothes a mob boss would wear on short notice?
Yeah, you could purchase some knockoff clothes. Actually, you could purchase some real clothes if you wanted. Some nice clothes.
Oh, I'm doing knockoff.
Okay. Like a simple suit or something?
A simple suit.
Okay.
Genuine knockoff fancy clothes.
Yeah. Okay.
Knockoff Gucci.
I assume you get like suited up with your typical equipment. Like you've got your armor on underneath your clothes or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay. Trying to think of who next to go to. Let's go to Mr. Star Reader.
Yay, I can do stuff.
Mm-hmm. You wake up from your nap. There are people bustling about. Your order has arrived on your table. The shop is open. People are moving about. The family has come back and investigated the home that you teleported into and set off the alarm. And your drink is half drunken. It seems as though that you simply fell asleep while you were getting your treat.
Did I get my paycheck for that job, or did they forget to pay me?
You did not yet, but that will be arriving at your residence shortly.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check my watch to see how much time I got, so I gotta put together the next teleporter.
Okay. Go ahead and make a. Go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
Okay, good old generic D20.
I don't want to say what
Well,
this is.
D20. Woo, that one!
Oof.
You look at your schedule, and you look at the thousands of orders that you need to complete, the endless list that is continuously growing.
I assume I've at least organized it so it tells me the one that's most due. Like, hey, you got an appointment to have right now.
And then you also notice your side section where you write your immediate attention notes, things that are very important to you that you sometimes forget because you get so busy, that you write down and sometimes don't even remember that you wrote it down, but realize that it's your handwriting and understand that it's important. And there is a note from you saying, investigate the Belladonna. And when you read that,
the Belladonna.
you get a flash of the vision that you had. Go ahead and roll. What skill is it when you read fortunes? When you like tell people's like futures or whatnot? What skill would be related to that? Probably Arcana, religion, something.
Somewhere between magic, history, and religion.
I will allow you to determine whichever you would like to do. I will also allow insight, I suppose.
Well, I got a +6 in Arcana and a +6 in history. +6 in investigation as well, actually. Yeah, a lot of good. Well, Arcana, let's go for pure magic.
Yeah, any
Seems
of
like the
those is
best way to- 12.
With a 12, you vaguely remember a few bits of information that you quickly deciphered, but haven't fully understood the complete message. During your nap, you had a dream that, now that you've woken up, you are still struggling to decipher, because you don't have dreams during the daytime. And when you do sleep, whenever time of the day or night that is, you usually don't dream. So the rare occurrence that you do, you sometimes, out of fun, like to read your own fortune and see if there's any basis to anything that you say. You saw a winery with an open field full of blooming vines, and then a single poisonous plant grew up and rooted out your vineyard, completely poisoned it, and left your stores in ruin. And basically the understanding is that if you don't deal with this poisonous plant, your business and livelihood could be very much at stake. So some way, somehow, your destiny and your business is tied to a poisonous plant, which the only relation you can think to is the Belladonna.
So, flowers are threatening the Starlight Observatory.
It
Well,
seems like a fairly reasonable translation. But there was something more that you can't quite remember at the moment.
But have I been to the Belladonna before? Do I have an accurate description
I
of the
will allow
building?
you to determine that, if you have any history with going to the Belladonna and whatnot.
Why would my character go to a Belladonna if they're kind of hell of schedule?
Yeah, I can't think of any sort of specific instances where you would have, but I will leave it up to you if maybe during your early years, or you would at least at the very bare minimum know of the Belladonna, because it
The
is
earliest years before everything truly got to this hell.
yeah, before your business really took off and you haven't had any free time.
That would be over a month, so I'm definitely gonna have to roll history for this.
Okay, yeah, sure, go ahead and roll history.
Come on, history. 17.
Okay. Yeah, you at least know of the location of the Belladonna, what it's all about, all the basic information. It's probably been a while since you've been there, but you wouldn't be unfamiliar with it.
I have a general guess that it's full of a monstrous amount of flowers.
It's full of what?
Flowers.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally named after a flower. I'm gonna
At
go
least when
check my
Sergio
teleport
drops by.
spell to see if that's enough information for me to teleport with. Teleport. I doubt I would have made a teleportation circle for the Belladonna. I don't think they're that rich.
Does the Belladonna have a teleportation circle?
I
I make teleportation
assume
circles.
for maybe emergencies she would.
Okay. It could be like a personal thing. Like it wouldn't be
Yeah.
used for deliveries or, residences or tenants or anything. So this is probably just something that you have.
I think it's her private entrance into her
Okay.
room, probably.
It could even
a-
have been like
a
connected
side-
to an older building that you simply had either moved or refurbished. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, that definitely would make a convenient teleport exit, but I don't. It's been a while, I don't know where that exit actually will drop me off at.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me another history check to see if you can remember this, because this would have been one of your very first ones. Like a very old.
14.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you don't necessarily remember. You probably know that there is a teleport circle there, but you probably don't remember if it is yours. It's probably yours, but it's been so long that you don't remember.
I noticed the circle, but I forgot the code.
Yeah, you're a little stressed at the moment. You're a little frazzled, so.
I don't like randomly sleeping in the middle of the day. That's not my job.
Exactly.
So it looks like I'm stuck with just seeing casually sounds like what level I'm at. I'm not very familiar. I haven't been there for quite a while.
But yeah, you could teleport relatively close there and get there pretty quick. If you want to go straight there.
Oh, do I have a safe destination nearby that I know won't trip on another alarm?
Yeah, sure. It would probably be somewhere in Mora. I can't imagine many locations down in the flat one that would have, unless you wanted to go straight to the hub. The hub is
churches.
probably closer, actually. So.
Churches generally get teleportation circles.
Yeah.
So I could probably just go to the local church of the section.
Okay.
Unlike a destination.
Yeah, so somewhere relatively close. You go in there and go ahead and do that. It's at this point that I would like us to take a quick bathroom break before we really get into what's about to happen.
Yep, we're all approaching. This is not going to end well.
Yo, I just realized that too. We're all on our way to the Belladonna. What's gonna happen?
Is Renji going to
Gonna
the
party.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, wow.
remember?
I
Yeah,
forget.
remember? I talked to the one guy at the library, and he said that Sergio was like headed to the Belladonna, so I was headed there.
Oh, that's right. You're catching on him. That's right.
I think they're planning a group assassination. They're just gonna throw a bomb in the front yard.
I mean,
outside.
jokes on all of you guys. I can't get put to sleep, so.
I think Renji got there shortly after Sergio left because he got kicked out pretty quick. But now that
Yeah,
Sergio's
he
on
did.
his way back,
We're all gonna be there.
I mean, he might drop by. Like he's gonna listen to his conscience and look for something a little magical on the way.
Renji, go ahead and make a history check.
His conscience.
I wonder if
I
he'll
mean-
find my ass flying around.
I got a 13.
Okay. Yeah, Renji fairly knows Sergio and Viper's connections that if he hangs out in the Belladonna, eventually Sergio is going to pop back by. He does it like 5 times a day.
The Viper's favorite part of her day.
All right,
That's the
bathroom break, guys.
most wonderful time of the day.
Just smelling the flowers, just woke up in a good mood, and then Sergio's here, and it's all gone to shit.
And the beholder's eating your flowers again.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say the flowers just die immediately because you get pissed off.
No, they wouldn't die. They'd wilt a little for sure.
Sergio comes outside with a boombox and they start wilting.
I
Oh,
am magical
God.
fairy.
I may be immune to sleep spells, but this is.
Psychic damage.
Oh God, yeah.
Don't worry, I have the one-way trip to whatever plane of existence you would like. Is there a plane of existence that's full of nature? I haven't actually checked the planes of existence in a while.
No. Well, there probably is, but I don't think she would want to do that.
Planes
I
of
mean, the
existence.
Feywild.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
man,
literally
you are
her
now looking
homeland.
to
But I think she also doesn't want to go there because she.
The Feywild's pretty nature. It's all forest and shit.
Yeah, I could probably get you a one-way trip right to the Feywild, though I might just send you somewhere else if you try and attack me. I might not hurt people often, but when I do, they don't like it.
Excuse me.
I got VC's PCs and my life is complete.
What did you just call them?
VC's pieces?
Yes. Thank you.
Reese's Pieces?
Reese's Pieces.
I was giving Nathan shit about that earlier.
What? Well, I like Reese's.
I mean,
Sergio's a spy! I
here's the
blow
thing
him
though.
up!
I call them that because, you know, for the rhyme.
I mean, the Reese's. What are you talking about?
They're Reese's Pieces.
No, the
God.
Reese's.
They're Reese's.
Listen.
The guy's name
Listen.
is Reese. The
I-
possessive of Reese is Reese's. They are Reese's Pieces. It's
Their
not
own
hard.
ads call them Reese's Pieces.
It is when you only have gum in your mouth and you don't have any teeth that you can't talk.
Well, tomato,
Gigi, that's not
tomato.
an excuse.
Yes, it is. It's a perfect excuse.
Straight up, just tomato, tomato. All right.
I'm gonna assume that the
Nathan?
company making
Oh,
the ads
You know how hard it
pronounces
is.
their own
You know how
name
hard it
right.
is to
What?
get my C's and my S's.
What?
What?
Shut up, I'm drawing.
Want to fight?
I'll win, but okay.
I know
Yeah.
you win, but I'll still fight you.
You fight.
Not much of a fight.
Hey,
is
you're going
it?
to another plane of existence. I hope you like it in the
More like
same
just
plane
her
of
hitting
hell.
me and then me taking it.
Hey, yo, giggity.
That's not really a fight then. Instead of asking, hey, do you want to fight? You want to say, hey, do you want to punch me?
You wanna beat
You
my
wanna
ass?
punch me?
You wanna punch me?
You wanna verbally abuse me?
I mean, if you're offering.
No.
I
You're just looking
mean,
at Sergio offers.
if you're into it.
Okay.
Hey, man, some guys are into that.
They really are.
Fucking weirdos. Anyway.
Well, that was like contracting the bubonic plague again.
Again?
Hey, don't worry about how many times I've gotten the bubonic plague. I
Okay.
will live forever!
Anyway.
Okay. Making our way to the Belladonna is quite a few number of people. Renji is currently there. What are you doing?
Me? Oh, well, I just wanted to see if Sergio was there and which way he went. Because I'm just gonna try to stay on his tail.
Sergio's not there at the moment, but you get the idea that he'll probably be back at some point. Do you just want to take a seat?
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Okay. Easy enough. You start to notice that there are a few individuals that start congregating. I think first to show up would be...
Definitely fast. I might be one of the faster ones.
Yeah. I think the first to show up is Dr. Zing. Dr. Zing.
Drugs!
I would like to look for Viper when I get there.
She is currently not there, actually, at the moment.
Okay.
I think Viper is shortly after you. Again, this is probably at least half an hour since, the arrival of the train. Like, that much time has passed. Like, a significant amount of time has passed. Mr. Zink walking straight there, being the slowest person, but everyone else also kind of slightly having a bit more to do.
My travel time within the city is halved because of my background.
Oh, okay.
Because I know all the side streets and stuff.
Okay. But you are walking there by foot, correct?
Yeah.
Catching the ride. Okay, yeah. So, about half an hour passes. I think at this point Viper does show back up. But Mr. Zink arrives before you.
Well, she does have an outfit change.
Let us see. Pixar doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Jesus, give me a second. I just finished coloring the
Do it faster, Izata! We're on a very strict schedule. We have 14 billion things to do today.
we all gonna die. Hurry up.
You're okay. Alright. Cool.
I think it's gonna be by her hand at this point.
Well, I mean, Sergio's gonna die by her hand.
We got an entire city to save.
Don't worry, I have a backup.
There.
Sergio's son.
Freaking ogres.
Just like starts saying,
Oh, she's definitely fancy.
Yeah.
She looks angry.
I
He's
mean,
not.
No.
You just have to zoom in on the face. It's hard to see because it's
She got
small.
like a
looks
freaking
disgusted of something.
like a Hades vibe.
Thank you. Anyway.
She's got Tootsie Roll for feet.
Tootsie Roll. Fat bastard!
Yes, please do insult my art that's not finished more, please. Thank you. I love it.
Some of them tootsies.
The only one
No!
that ever does any fucking visuals here.
Please don't spam feet pictures in the discussion channel. Okay. Dr. Zink, you have arrived first. Viper's there. I know that you guys are business partners, but how often does Mr. Zink actually physically show up at the Belladonna?
Probably like once a week to get.
Collect payments.
I think he dropped his phone.
Sounded like it.
Like once a week to give her a new supply of agony, which is a drug.
You cause me agony more than any man.
Which is what I'm looking for her for now, because I have some more for her.
Okay.
You have a suitcase for me?
Yeah. It's great. It's like the reverse of a drug because you give people depression and then when they're off the drug they feel great.
Well, this drug enhances all of your senses, which I feel like works really well in a place like this.
Ah, yes, for when you want to smell in 4K.
I imagine that it's like the opposite of giving you a high, though, that it just makes you upset, and then once the effects are done, you feel great.
Yeah, if it has really bad withdrawal effects because it is a hard drug,
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
And that's why it sells so well.
so very addictive. Basically makes you just super crave it.
It's a great thing to be selling to kids. Okay.
The kids
Not
are
two
selling
kids,
it.
5 kids.
Does Mr. Zink have any like special permissions? Does he have his own table or anything?
Yeah, I would assume so. He has, like, I'd assume that the bar staff knows who he is, and they know that he gets, free drinks and, a meal every visit.
Free breadsticks.
Uh-huh. Full of
Excellent.
chocolate-covered peanuts. Of course, my assistant knows who he is as well.
Okay.
So,
What's your bookkeeper's name again? I forget.
I don't fucking remember. You named her.
I did name her, and I don't remember her name.
I'm trying to figure out who
Selena
your
or
assistant
something
is.
like that.
I don't remember.
We'll say it's Selena. I like that name.
All right.
I think there's a whole city called Selena.
Probably there's a city named just about anything. Okay.
Probably.
Yeah. Do you have anything that you want to talk about?
Me and the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I approach her. Hello, Miss Viper. Lovely dress.
Thank you, Edward.
I brought the supply, and I hand you the suitcase. I hope it's still selling well.
It's always selling well. That's why I buy it from you. And I hand him a large leather coin purse of gold.
Okay.
Oh, like what? 200-300 pieces.
I figured you would have traded in like more product, but that's fine.
Oh no, there's product too. It's just I give a payment as a bonus for loyalty.
For the kiddos.
And the kids.
A meeting here today. I
Did
hope
Dr.
that's
Zink
okay.
bring any kids with him?
No.
Okay.
He knows better since the last time you did that.
What happened last time?
We had a night of pickpockets and
That didn't go over well.
rapscallions.
I assume the beholder
Little
was very
angels.
unhappy about that.
They're also young, and this is like an adult lounge thing, so.
I mean, it's not a burlesque show, but yeah, it's kind of
Right.
like only.
Not family place.
I mean, if your family's all adults, then hey. Anyway,
I have a meeting here. I hope that's okay.
who are you meeting with?
I don't really know. I got a letter.
Well, that's suspicious.
A bit. Quite a lot. Actually.
Selena comes up to you and says, we actually do have a room in the back rented out to a Mr. Fitzpatrick.
It's Patrick. Do I know that name?
Make a history check.
No, it's just I have to bounce to. It's loading. Ah. Takes a second.
Is the letter signed?
Yes, it's signed by Mr. Reggie Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
History.
That's the fellow.
Wait, was my notes
The
signed?
fuck? I'm not using these digital dice anymore. That was a 4. And that one.
Isn't the
I
red
will
ones?
let you know that Fitzpatrick is such a rare enough name that it is not a name that would be in Elantra. So, this is definitely someone from outside. So, either this is someone that recently came here and started business, like some of those big families, or they, this is not a name that you get born here with, basically.
It's not a local name for sure.
Use my green dice.
Well, I mean, that's okay. Do you need us to send you refreshments back, or?
Is he here yet already?
I don't know. Selena,
Yes.
is Mr. Fitzpatrick here for Dr. Zink already? Or
He is not yet. His time slot is not quite open yet, but we can make an exception for Mr. Zink. Right this way. We don't have the room rented out anyway, so.
Make sure the
would be
refreshment
nice.
bar is full. She calls over to Selena as they walk away.
Yeah. She's like, this isn't typically my job, but for Mr. Zink, anything. She just
She's
leads
like,
you
I
to
don't
one
care
of the
if
back
it's-
rooms. Again, she's more of a bookkeeper more than she is like the floor manager. So
Yes, but she can't find her floor manager right now, and she doesn't care. She's like, just make sure it's done.
Someone's
I don't
mic
care.
is completely fucked. Hey, Cleaver, your mic's fucked.
yeah, Renji, you see this happen. I'm trying to think of who would show up next. Probably I'm actually gonna roll.
I mean, I took a fucking teleporter.
No, I'm your scene is still happening. So. An NPC makes their presence known.
Oh my god, Sergio, fix your mic!
What is it going off?
Yeah,
it's
it, like
crackles, it's
it
bad.
keeps picking up some sort of wind or something, so it just plays
Oh,
some
it's probably
static
me
every now
typing
and
because I'm just like I'm listening but typing in the background. So sorry, I'll mute myself.
You type like a tornado? Bloody hell.
No, I have that click. My keyboard is like the clicking type, so whenever I type, it makes a loud clicking noise.
Oh, it's not clicking, it's wind.
Well, if it's like a single click, it might activate the mic for like a second or two, and then it's just playing
yeah.
wind. So there you go.
No worries.
All right, just tell me when it happens. I'll mute myself.
Okay.
Yeah, you said NPC. I'm waiting for
Fiber,
Benji.
a figure walks to the front, and it is a beautiful, tall, elven woman with long golden hair that goes down to almost her ankles. She's also wearing a pretty sparkly golden dress, just absolutely voguing as she, makes her presence known. Says, "Hello, may I come in?" Go ahead and roll a history check, Viper.
Fucking Christ. I'm like, I don't know anybody today, God.
No, this is just what I'm doing with everyone when they meet a character.
Oh, see, these are good dice. That's a good roll. Fuck yeah. It's 18 plus 3, 21.
Wow, okay. Yes, you absolutely know this. This is Amelia Cartwright. This is the wife of, I think I said Frank Cartwright, who is the big boss that just died. So she is the proprietor of Dorado, which is this absolutely just gold everywhere, gold casino. And her husband has died. Everyone assumes that he was murdered on like a hit or something, but nothing's actually been officially stated. But
And
this,
she's wearing gold and not black, huh? It's crazy.
I mean, that's pretty much their thing, is that they just wear gold, basically.
Uh-huh.
She has like these big earrings that are basically wind chimes. And
Chad, what
just
did you roll?
wearing like just this sparkly dress. I'm gonna say with that history check, you know that she hasn't been around as long as you have, but she's been around as long as Elantra's been around. This is an elf, so they live a long time. She's getting up there in years that she's just barely starting to get some wrinkles, but she's still trying to hide it, basically. You know that what her big thing is all about presence. She likes to feel like she's in charge, which for the most part she is, especially when she's up in Elantra. But yes, exactly. So now that she's come down here in the Flatland, this is absolutely a place that she would not go for just about any reason, unless it was to talk business with someone very specific. So the fact that her presence is here is quite significant. Also, the fact that she is at your place, she does the proper thing where she actually asks if she is allowed entry because, you know, in some weird, almost, I don't want to say like you guys are necessarily rivals or enemies or opposed directly, but she does, you know, have this thing where, you know, it's almost more of like an insult thing to ask permission, like, oh, am I allowed in? That sort of thing. Even though you guys don't have any like constant or like current, you know, beef with each other, she is in almost a rude, respectful thing where she's asking if she can come in.
Passive aggressive shit.
Yeah. Like, there's always been some sort of unspoken thing, but she does know that this is your place. While she is here, you are in charge. She doesn't like that, but, you know, she's a businesswoman, so she respects people when it's their place. But she doesn't like that. She looks uncomfortable, needless to say, because she's used to being in positions of authority, and now that she has come down here and is alone, she doesn't have any, you know, guards or anything on her, which is probably something that you normally don't allow, as like people walking in here with like 11 people and like a phalanx. So,
but like one bodyguard or like yeah.
Yeah, but she is by herself because she believes that she is that potent and powerful that no one would even attempt to cut her down, because she's more useful alive. Yeah, and she's got one hand on her hip and the other hand is holding like a very tiny purse. You know, like those kind of purses that's basically just a pencil case. Yeah.
It's a clutch, yeah.
Yes, a clutch. Thank you.
I gotcha. I feel like I get the sense that she also may be a little not jealous of Viper, but doesn't like that Viper is also a young, beautiful, like.
Yeah, exactly. Especially that you're older.
Gonna ask that too. I was gonna ask, is she giving
like
you the
highly
fucking lucky
feared and
bitch
respected
look?
figure.
Yeah.
In her community.
You guys don't hang out and have good times, but you also don't necessarily hate each other. It's just sort of this weird power dynamic that's kind of been, especially since you decided to not join Elantra and be, you know, rich and famous and popular. There's just kind of been this unspoken difference between you two. But yeah, this is a very significant character, and she's showed up on your doorstep.
Amelia! Of course you're welcome in. What brings you to this side of town?
Yes, thank you, darling. I have a meeting to attend to. And she just kind of walks into the room.
She just walks past me?
She doesn't walk past you, but she I mean, where were you standing when you?
I mean, I would assume in between where the just kind of where the meeting room is, in between there and the entrance for sure. Okay. So
yeah, she probably marches straight up to you then. Not necessarily in the idea of like, I'm looking at you, let's have a conversation, but marches just straight up to you, not paying anybody any mind. She could be walking across broken glass or golden cobblestones and she wouldn't care. Just that very dismissive, ignorant atmosphere. She marches up to you and says, your place down here is one of the only respectable ones, so I believe that is why it's being held down here, so... apparently there is a room for Mr. Fitzpatrick, is that correct?
Yes.
I understand I'm a bit early, but I wanted to make sure that I was early. and not just on time, because, as we both know, as business people, being on time is being late. So
Yes. You know,
She-
no one would want to risk being fashionably late.
Yeah.
So please do go in.
she
It's
flips
kind
her
of-
hair dismissively. Honestly, it's more of a thing where she knows that you don't want her in your sight as much as possible, so she just moves on.
I think the fact that that Amelia she's getting a little older, and she sees those wrinkles, and she's just like, oh, bless her heart, you know, just kind of.
Oh, jeez. She like
poor
as she
little
starts to
thing.
go up the stairs, she like you can see that she's kind of struggling a little bit. Do you want to do the passive aggressive thing where you offer her help, or do you let her go?
I wouldn't say it would be as a passive aggressive thing. I think she would just call for Selena to make sure that she finds the room all right.
Again, Selena is not the person to call, but
She doesn't know where other people are. And
people are around. Literally anyone. You could call literally
I
anybody.
don't know their
Call the
names.
beholder.
I
Just make up a
fucking signed your
name.
check.
Call
Just
the
call the
beholder.
beholder and get him murdered.
Richard.
Seth.
Hey, yo, what do you want?
Instantly, Amelia's attitude has changed. The situation is completely different.
You call the beholder.
In a what way?
Make an insight check. This
I
is
don't
what it's
know
all
if-
about, baby.
Reggie
I
just
think
face
it's something
palming in
to
the
call the
corner.
beholder.
Shit. That's not bad. It's a 16?
Her eyes go wide for a split second, and then she kind of tilts her head like, and you can't tell if she's appalled, terrified, or just generally disgruntled, which is the most unfortunate thing that you could possibly do.
Probably, like, the most
You have offended her with the presence of this being, which is what some people don't live to experience a second time.
Oh, cute. Anyway,
You get the beholder to assist her.
oh yeah! What's the beholder's name?
Seth.
Is it Seth? Oh,
You,
okay.
I assume that's what you meant when you called him.
I just called a random name. You said just call a random name, so
Okay.
You got
Well, you didn't
the
call a
beholder.
female name,
Got the
so.
beholder.
Seth.
I feel
Hey, yo,
like
how's it
got
going?
the angriest face in existence. Like,
Hey, Amelia, what can I do for you? You're looking like you're moving a little bit slow there. Let me help you with those spry hips of yours.
And she does start moving faster, but almost in trying to move away from him as she goes up the steps.
She's running away.
She cannot move. She has a very similar dress to yours, where she can basically only move her ankles.
She's shuffling away.
She
Yeah.
copied my look. What a bitch.
No, that's just.
I'm kidding.
She does have like the cut in the side, and it's just kind of like one of those dresses where she's kind of like pulled it up a little bit so that she can move, and is starting to move faster now.
God, who wears such an extravagant gown for a
I'm
fucking
amazed the
meeting?
beholder doesn't just use telekinesis. She
Trivial.
can see a room in less in record time.
Has anyone read Lore Olympus?
I have.
Think
Read
of
a
Hera.
Favorite
Yeah.
Hera.
Yeah.
No, I like Hera.
What was my first
No.
thought? Hera the Beast from Hollow Knight, one with the 3 dreamers. Fucking hell.
All right, think Leto. How about that? Leto's better.
Oh,
I don't
fuck
know who
Leto,
Leto
yeah.
is.
Got it. Screw that bitch.
Stop using movies I don't understand.
It's not a movie. Don't
It's
worry
a freaking
about
webtoon.
How about you just hush? Let's see who's
Yes, sir.
next to arrive.
So at this point, I'm just face palming in the corner, trying not to laugh.
Probably Sergio. Oh, actually, Dr. Zink, as you are sitting there, suddenly this woman walks in. I'm gonna need you to roll a history check to see if you even know who this person is.
Oh my god, followed by a beholder named
It's
Seth
15.
talking her ear off.
Yes, you do know roughly who this person is. They are the wife of a very industrial businessman. Actually, I think you would know that the the Cartwright family is one of the most influential families in Elantra.
Did Mr. Cartwright die recently?
That is correct.
Okay. I say, oh, hello. Condolences for your loss.
Yes, thank you. And you are?
Dr. Edward Zink.
She sits on the far end of the table from you.
I run an orphanage.
She pulls out like a little pad and just starts she just starts patting her nose.
Is that what it sounds like when she pats her nose?
Yes. She gets out one of those like little pink cushions and just quickly blows her nose into it. No, that does not happen. Yeah, Sergio, you show back up. You sent Trevor after a car, and then you sent Vinny after Trevor, and those people haven't shown back up. But you meander back over to the Belladonna.
Sergio's gonna run by his family bar real quick and steal a bottle of wine.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Bringing a
Well,
bottle
it's
of
his
wine
family
to a place
bar. He
that
can do
sells
whatever
liquor.
he wants.
Yeah, fully
Okay.
stocked.
I think your
I
mom
mean,
is
it's
gonna
his
yell
family
at you, but what can she do?
Sergio, what do we look like? We're made out of gold pieces?
It's probably his daughter. His daughter runs the bar.
Oh, okay, sure.
His daughter
Wait, how
owns
old
the
is your
bar.
daughter?
So he has a daughter who's like up in her like fuck with dwarf years. She's probably in her hundreds. But like
And that's
Anyway.
like
He has a
30s for
granddaughter.
humans or
yeah,
something?
she has a daughter, and then Sergio has a granddaughter.
Ah,
It's very
gotcha.
recent. So she's probably in her 80s, but like the granddaughter is barely like 4 or 5 years old, little
Okay.
child. You know?
Your
barely
granddaughter chases after you.
I have the granddaughter wrap a little bow around the wine.
Okay. She's like carrying it over her head, like, going to see Viper.
Exactly. That's how I get it in.
I like to think she calls me Anti-Viper.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's the godmother.
Mhm.
She calls you Vipey.
Oh.
Oh.
Sergio said it
He's-
one time, and he got wrecked for it.
Yeah, so
I think-
Viper, as you're getting situated, you hear Seth from the front be like, Miss Viper, we got a situation. And then you hear, Vipey! And then you just hear a bunch of little footsteps running across the carpet.
Oh goodness! She just turns around. What's the granddaughter's name again?
Oh, her granddaughter's name is Ruby.
Ruby.
Or Rose. No, excuse me, it's Rose. My bad.
Rose. Okay, pick one. God, no, I'm just kidding.
I had
She
it written
pulls
down.
out her
Rose
sniper
Helheim.
rifle scythe and does a twirl.
Oh my God, no! This is not. She's not a huntress. Shut up. Much too young.
Gotta start them when they're young.
Oh no, shit, it was Sarah. Damn it, I misread it. It was Sarah. It's Sarah. Her granddad's name is Sarah. Your fucking daughter's name is Rose. I misread it. I'm sorry. I forgot. I put little parentheses around which one
Rose
is
is her nickname.
It's
Little
Sarah.
Rose. What,
So-
that's fucking. I'm sorry. All right, I'll switch it around. All right. Just
Okay,
to stop
what?
the
So
confusion.
what is it? Because now I'm
It's
confused.
Sarah.
Sarah.
I read it
got
written
it.
down as Sarah. Okay.
Sarah.
Sorry.
Oh my little flower.
Well, she looks like her mother, so that's why we call her Little Rose.
Yeah. I call her.
Anyway,
yeah.
she's not real.
What the
I
fuck
made
do you mean?
fucking-
God damn you! Fucking.
I made fucking backstories for this that will probably never come up, alright?
I'm so
Well, I
sorry.
thought he was being serious. Jesus Christ, I hate you.
I've completely broken the immersion.
Yeah,
Anyways.
thank you.
Not the fact that he couldn't remember this NPC's character's name 3 times.
It's been 2 weeks for me looking back at this character sheet. I'm sorry.
Okay. She runs up to your ankles and holds up a big bottle. And she's like, "Looky what I got for you."
Oh, alcohol!
Hey.
Wonderful! Who let you carry this?
Oh yeah,
And
from
then
the
Sergio
doorway you
pops
just
up
hear,
and be like,
"Hey."
Hey, there's my beauty.
Her smile immediately fades. Just, Sergio, were you not just here a few hours ago?
I was, but I mean, I had to come back to see you. My
I
beautiful
can hear the
love.
finger guns.
It's so painful.
But
How
hey,
wonderful for me. Love that.
you picked it out herself. Come on.
Picked what out herself? The wine?
No. The bow.
Oh,
I mean,
it is
I
sparkly, and it is my favorite color of red.
I picked the other one myself. Cass brushes off his shoulder.
She looks at the wine label. Oh, thank you. I'll add it to my personal collection.
Dumps it outside as soon as he turns it back.
Gives it to the employees.
Here's some Christmas gifts.
Yeah, like
Christmas bonus includes this bottle of cheap wine.
there's this revelry between the
I feel like the employees that are like working the floor where they are currently, they're like placing bets on how long it takes for him to annoy me or whatever.
yeah
25
they're not supposed to let Sergio in, but they really like to because he usually like brings gifts that you throw away to them. So-
Yeah. I give to them, and I'm like,
It's,
yeah.
they just start eating popcorn to this. This is their soap opera for
Yeah,
the day.
they're eating. Actually, they probably would be eating popcorn. I was gonna say they're probably eating sunflower seeds or something.
Yeah, but it's not just popcorn. It's like the M&M popcorn mix.
Oh, you're disgusting.
Oh,
Excuse you?
no, I don't like it.
I don't like mixed things. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, Jesus.
Wow.
Do you eat M&Ms and Skittles together?
No, because one's
What?
a chocolate, one's
Ew.
a
Exactly.
fruit. Popcorn and chocolate go together. I don't know what you're talking
But
about.
it's sweet and salty. Well, I mean, I guess sweet and salty work, but like not in
Well,
that
if it was
context.
like kettle corn or something, we're getting way off topic.
Can we play the game?
Oh my god, you guys get distracted.
Okay.
I'm just sitting in the corner slamming drinks.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Renji,
beautiful.
you're
I
you're-
just wanted. She followed me over here. I got a meeting to go to, but I mean, would you be able to watch her for me? And she's so adorable. I didn't want to send her back.
Wait. You also have a meeting. Is it with that stupid? What's his name? Fitzherbert.
I honestly don't even know his name. He just gave me one of my employers the number about a letter, and
It
I was
says
told to
Fitzpatrick.
come.
Was
on
the Sergio, was the letter signed?
Yes, it was. Well, you don't trust in me. You don't trust me,
What?
of all people. Come on.
What is the name on the letter?
Sergio pulls out the letter, squints at it, and reads it out loud. Was it the name on the letter?
The letter reads, To my dearest, and then it, like, Sergio Cleaver, I have a very important proposition to you. Then way at the bottom it says Reggie
proposition,
Fitzpatrick.
business opportunities, children hear this, and signature. Just flips it over.
It's very much
shows her.
a letter that was handwritten by like a cartographer, and then stamped, signed at the bottom.
And he just flips it over and shows it to her. See, I'm on natural business opportunity. I'm not just here to, show myself to you. Although, I could be, because, I do miss you a lot. Like, we just got Moen interrupted earlier, so I wanted to catch up. But, I gotta get business done first, baby.
Sarah points up at the letter and says, Fitz Poopy.
That's
Out
right.
there, we don't use that
Good job.
we don't use that terminology in our family, all right? We use shit. We say shit now, don't we?
Oh, you crass animals. Sarah, darling, why don't you go get some food and a snack and something to draw on from the from the waitress over there, all right?
Can I play with the ball?
I'm assuming she's talking about the folder.
Yes.
I don't think you want to play with the beholder. He might think about eating you, but that's just normal.
If
You hurt my granddaughter. I will put you in the deepest hell
here is
where
the thing.
fucking puncture every single eyeball you have.
Very much like a cat and a dog. Like the Seth does not like having to babysit Sarah. Like, no, please no. She's gonna pull on my eye stalks.
I
Sarah,
just stick her into the
if you
wall.
promise to be nice to the ball
Ball.
and be
The worst
Good
situation
girl.
is that he's done things like he's petrified her or like paralyzed her. One time he was hiding her in his mouth because he was so done with her. She loves all of it though.
Yeah. As long as you behave and you be a good girl, you can go play with balls. She just.
Yes, her
Okay, I'll be
grandfather
good.
wouldn't
I
say.
promise.
All right.
Lucky beholder ain't allowed to kill you.
And like coming in from out of frame, you just see one big eyeball glaring at Viper like, you didn't.
And
And she
you
just
see-
glares back at him with like blood daggers.
And then fucking Sergio also glares even bigger blood daggers over at him.
The beholder does this thing where it takes all of its eye stalks, points at its big one eye, and then points back at you.
Sergio takes his hand. He takes his hand and he does the flipping off motion, but only with his hands.
Yeah, he like starts pointing up all of his eye stalks just upwards, like, I can't do it, but you know. like the single eye stalk on the top of his head just sticks straight up, like his body's a big metal finger.
Yes.
Anyway,
And Sergio's gonna roll his one eye and just be like, anyways, can I please get inside? I can't keep my partner's
Seth
way.
rolls his one eye.
What do you mean? He has
just-
like
he
500
just
eyes or
rolls.
some shit.
Sergio has only one eye, so he just rolls it.
I'll show you.
I guess everybody's just busy today. Go ahead.
Yeah, Seth
Thank you, I
immediately goes and
appreciate
hides
you.
somewhere.
Hey, I appreciate you, ain't finger guns her as he walks backwards into it.
Oh, jeez. Renji, are you doing anything?
Actually, yeah. Can I cast something?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to cast Psychic Whisper, just to get in Sergio's head, so I don't have to like walk up to him and talk to him.
Okay.
I gotta roll a D8 to see how long it lasts, though.
Wait, Whisper, why don't you just cast Message?
I don't have message.
Message is literally a cantrip. I don't know why you didn't take it.
Okay, I'm rolling my D8. That's 4. So it lasts for 4 hours.
Okay.
As long as I'm within a mile of them.
Good range.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna cast that, and then I'm just gonna telepathically talk to him. Sergio, where the fuck is the pin? It was a pin, right?
Sergio, you're like
I'm sorry,
halfway
who
up
the
the
fuck are you?
stairs.
Brooch or something.
I'd be like, Sergio's gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? The fuck? Who? You say something, baby? He turns back around.
She's gone.
Where's the brooch, Sergio?
The brooch. The fuck?
The
He's gonna,
thing
he's gonna pat one side of his ear and he's gonna pat the other side. Ah, fucking hear anything, so there.
I'm in. Where is it, Sergio? I'm not playing games. You stole it. You stole it back this morning from me.
Humbugging? Is that you?
I have come to rightfully take what I properly stole.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is this telepathic? Am I thinking right?
Yes, it's telepathic.
Oh.
He's
What
talking
about
out
you?
loud.
I've done a lot of fucking up with people. All right. You're not the first person who I fucking.
Put my dog in a
stop people.
headlock this morning to get a pin out of his mouth.
Oh,
dogs have
trash
been going?
can. I remember you. Yeah.
Where's the
No.
pin?
How about
Where's the pin?
Sarah pulls on Viper's dress near the angle. Is like, Vipey. Sergio's talking to himself again.
Oh god.
And that's what happens when you drink cheap wine like your grandfather.
He always
You know,
says
he's
sad
not
things about how he misses you. I'm worried about him.
Did he pay you to say that?
No. Have you tried bribing a 5-year-old?
It's really
it takes
easy,
a
actually.
lot of candy.
The exchange rate is insane.
How many chocolate bars is he supposed to give you a week?
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about this.
I'm so proud of her. Don't talk business. So proud.
I'll give you twice as many if you never tell me things your grandfather says to tell me. Again.
She rubs her hands together.
It's like a lot.
Outsourced
Business
resources.
opportunity presents itself.
She's not even gonna tell her grandfather about it either. So she's
No.
just gonna collect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna
God.
Yeah.
Go,
She
you
is
two
Sergio's
keep,
grandkid.
You two keep going with what you're doing. I just want that.
They're just gonna be like, oh, you mean that pin? Yeah, I fucking tossed that shit in the alleyway, man.
I highly doubt it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have tried so hard to get it back.
Gave it to an orphan.
What do I think?
Maybe I sold it to a dweller?
Where is it, Sergio?
I
don't
played
believe you.
badminton with it.
You put my dog in a headlock to get it out. That's how much it was worth to you. Where the fuck is it?
Oh, you know what? You know what I did with it? I remember. I went ahead, I went back up to the thing, I kissed the elf's ass, I pinned it right on his chest. And how about you go fuck yourself? And he's just gonna ignore the rest of the comments.
Can Viper stealth up behind Renji? It's distracted. She sees he's like just sitting alone.
I mean, Renji's by himself, but I don't know if you know that Renji was talking to Sergio.
No. I just because she sees somebody by themselves without a drink or something, so she wants to be a good hostess.
Okay. I mean, there's a
But she's
few
gonna-
other people in here. It's not just Renji.
I know. Oh my god.
No. She said I'm sitting by myself.
Yeah.
So she wants to like be a good host.
Matthias is also sitting by himself.
Yeah, but she'll talk to Matthias after.
Okay.
Sergio's
Sorry.
be-
Go
She
ahead.
doesn't know.
by
She
himself.
doesn't. Wait, no. Does she know Renji? I'm good.
Make a history check.
Oh my god.
Renji, you also make a history check to see if you know Viper.
Oh, that is a 18.
I got a 12.
You know of the Belladonna's business, and it's been around forever. Viper, you know that Renji is a person for hire, generally.
Oh,
January.
what kind of person?
He's like,
for
I want to
hire?
be a part of this.
So you guys generally know about each other and what you do.
But he's never really like met me formally.
Probably not.
I tend
Not
to-
personally,
No.
maybe.
Yeah.
Unless-
Being a new face, I probably would want to introduce
Like
myself.
he's seen you for sure, but maybe you haven't like made your acquaintances yet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sneak up behind him and wait for him to notice her.
Finish whispering to himself.
Make
Yeah.
a stealth check.
Just yell
No,
whispering at him.
It's telepathic, so I'm just thinking it. I'm not talking to myself, Sergio.
Yeah, Sergio's talking to himself.
I know how this spell works.
Well, with a 15 plus my stealth is 7. What's the
Okay.
what?
I have to roll.
23?
But I have to roll to try to see her. You know.
What's your passive perception?
My passive is 17.
Okay, so she does successfully stealth behind you without you noticing.
Okay. So then I guess since Sergio's done answering me, I'm gonna lean back. And are you behind me, or?
I think she's standing maybe a foot behind you, but behind you nonetheless. And she's very tall, so it's kind of.
Right, so I don't even see. I mean, do I see a shadow? Can I make a perception check to see if I can see anything, like a shadow, or if she just
Like
like?
I mean, unfortunately, your passive doesn't necessarily
Yeah.
notice her.
Okay.
And you don't have a reason to suspect someone's behind you.
I
You're
don't.
Proactive.
I mean, unless you are getting the idea that you're done with your conversation and just want to begin looking around again.
Yeah. I think it's a bust here, so I'm
Yeah,
probably.
I mean,
get up,
as your job, it makes sense for you to be keeping an eye out. So go ahead and make a perception check.
Wait, are we like in a dark room, or is there lights or anything? Because I have
It's
up.
fairly well lit.
Oh fuck. Okay.
There's lights everywhere.
I got a 14.
Okay, so that's less than your passive. So your passive is what you would.
Okay, so then it's a bust here, so I'm just gonna get up and turn around to leave. And I guess I'm gonna see Viper.
You probably walk right into like where her, just below her hip area. Just-
You bitch.
She's tall.
she's
Wait, how-
very
How
tall.
tall is she?
Yeah,
She's
you just like go
almost
all
7
the way
foot.
up.
I think I'm 6 foot. You're not that much. You got like a foot on me.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, you're a half elf. I don't know why I thought you were a changeling. Or
No,
not a changeling.
that's everybody.
a halfling.
No, I'm.
Wait, what was I a changeling?
Well, so yeah, I'm just gonna. Hello.
Hello.
He's a half elf, not a halfling.
Yeah, I know. I realize that now. We just said that.
Sorry. So. Okay.
Hello.
How are you? Hello. Have you been standing there this whole time?
I don't know. Have I?
God, it's like two awkward friends.
I don't know. That's why I asked. I hate to cut this short, but I have to go. I have to get something that was stolen from me. That was originally.
Stolen?
Yeah.
From who? What?
Long story short, I stole something from. I'm guessing it was the dwarves because the dwarves stole it from somebody, and so Sergio stole it back from me. Now I gotta go find it. He's being a dickhead.
So you want to steal back the item that you stole originally from the person that stole it back to you from you? That had it in
So
the
you want to screw with Sergio? Is that what I'm hearing?
So you want? I mean, I could just ask for it back for you.
He put my dog in a headlock. I highly doubt he'll just give it to you.
I highly doubt there's much that he wouldn't do.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
You know, if you can get it back from me, I'd really appreciate that.
What is it you're looking for?
It was a pin.
A pin.
Yeah. Did I get a look at the pin at all?
Yeah.
When,
It's a platinum pin of like a swallow.
It's a platinum pin of like a swallow.
Not very valuable, but I suppose I could ask for you.
Okay. I would appreciate it. I need it back by the end of the day.
Is there a
Belongs,
consequence if you don't get it back by the end of the day?
I don't get paid.
That's it?
From what I was informed, yeah. They didn't. My life wasn't threatened. I mean, I might die. I don't know. They didn't tell me.
Generally speaking, not getting a job done is not the best thing to do.
It'll put a little black dot on my record.
Right. It gives you a reputation, not the fact that it like gives you a bounty necessarily, but it gives you a reputation that like you're not liked by this community anymore. So not only does it cut out your jobs, but might also put you in like bad graces where people will go out of their way to be like, this person didn't do their job or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and that's just common knowledge. Anybody knows that, including you, Viper.
Well, I will inquire about this pin for you. I will let you know, however, that when you are in my establishment, I know pretty much everything that goes on here. And if I do catch wind of you stealing from anybody, any kind of nefarious acts, I will have your head.
Right.
Because, like you said, reputation is everything.
Fair enough. I don't steal unless it's for a job. So.
No, you don't steal anything, period, under my roof.
No, I'm talking out there in the outside.
I don't care what you do outside.
I'm just gonna leave.
Right. She's gonna.
I'm not even gonna respond to the after what you said. I'm just gonna leave.
The things I have to do to keep the peace around here. God.
Yeah. I mean, generally speaking, and this is not just true for the Belladonna, but any respectable place, people know that you go there for talk, for business dealings. You do not perform any actions like swindling or stealing or anything. That's no good.
I mean, swindling is the daily part of business. It's pretty much what every corporation does.
Yeah, not unless it's like if it's like a casino
If
or
it's
something,
swindling
absolutely.
in the form of a
like,
business deal.
yeah. You go into other people's establishments to talk, and then you do your business outside. That's like the generally understood rule, even down here in the Flatland. Actually, I would say that probably up in Elantra, people are much more shady and maybe backstabby. Like it much more respectable down here on the Flatlands, probably.
Does Sergio have to roll a history check to see if he knows who Amelia is?
Yeah, both of you roll to see if you know each other.
What?
Who?
Yeah, Renji
Amelia?
and Sergio, roll to see if you know each other.
No, not Renji. Sergio and Amelia.
Oh. Yeah.
I now know Sergio. He stole from me after I stole from him when they stole from somebody else.
Yeah.
As Sergio comes in the room, also say, Mr. Cleaver.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's right. You guys know each other personally.
You guys know each other.
He doesn't like my drug business.
Hey, Dr. Edward.
Does
Pleasure
Sergio
to
go
see you.
sit right next to him?
I've been seeing your kids around my area.
They are orphans. They travel around.
Alright, that's fine, as long as they ain't carrying none of your special treatments.
As long as they're not carrying those big candy bars.
The full size.
Keep that shit away
Only
from my
snack
neighborhood.
bites on my turf.
Fun size or nothing.
If I see a family size, so help me.
So help me God, I'm gonna turn your fucking bit into a fucking fun size.
Why is
That's
it
what
called
Viper
family
promises,
size if I can eat it myself?
Sarah,
I don't
the
know.
family size candy bars.
What? Sergio pulls out his hammer and starts charging towards the direction of dogs.
This is
Amelia
not time
raises
for
her
an
voice.
assassination.
Can we not?
I'm sure the beholder will have something to say if a fight breaks out.
Sergio fucking
Yeah,
be like,
you across the room you hear a creak, and through the doorway you just see a giant eyeball, and you just hear, "There a problem in here?"
no, there ain't no problem.
With a child dangling from one of his eye sockets.
Sergio puts his hammer on the table.
You hear the door slowly creak shut.
Oh my
Click.
god, get some oil for your building.
And then you hear, "Ah, how'd you get up here?"
Puppies!
No, no, no!
Sergio kind of chuckles himself. That's my girl.
Beholder,
You
wait for that.
monster!
It's coming from the beholder.
Okay. Sergio, do you want to roll to see if you know Amelia?
Sure, why not? You have to roll a history check, right?
Yes, sir.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. She just gives you a nod. I think she refers to you by your title of like one of the heads because you're part of the
I'm part of the gangs, basically.
yeah.
As like, or as part of as one of the landowners or part owners of the town. So I'm like, each kind of one I imagine has their own unique name. I kind of give myself Big Boss.
Right, but you're part of the general
What was it? I forgot because
The general populace.
no, because there's the 4 leaders that make decisions. I'm trying to figure what that's called.
Leader 1, leader 3, and leader number 4.
no, they call it a specific thing in the mafia. The
Yeah.
hold on, I can look it up.
Yeah, council is the word I'm looking. I think she calls you councilman or something like that.
Mafia tree of.
I'll be back. I gotta go take a piss.
Okay, see ya. But yeah, she kind of passively identifies you as your position of power. Just like, councilman.
Just spit in his face already. Jeez. No, I'm kidding.
Like the family of Dons.
Okay.
Yeah, like in.
Don?
Yeah. Everything that she says sounds like she's just like.
Insulting you.
Well, it's like she's spitting on you, but like you maybe like that. I don't know.
She's saying it in a way. She's spitting on me, but it sounds like in a way that's like very polite, or like
Yeah.
the way that she words it is just very like attractive to descending.
But it's hot, tall lady.
Yeah, basically.
That's complete. I'm
Sergio
back.
sees through it because it ain't fucking Viper. So.
She is like an elderly high elf. So she's got the looks. She's also got the height. Nowhere near on Viper's level though.
But Sergio's
Due
gonna
to
take
many
out
wrinkles.
Sergio's gonna take out a
not
cigar and
quite
just kind of
Twilight
casually light
years,
it.
but
Sergio's gonna take out a cigar and casually light it. Hey, I pay respects to your man.
I think she actually offers you a light as she was also smoking.
I take the
Smoking
light.
in my council room.
Oh, is there no smoking in your building?
And no, it's in the lounge is fine, but not in the council room. You're gonna set the fucking building on fire.
Oh, I
So
thought
don't-
because it's a private room that it's like specifically ventilated. Like that's what
It's
it's
not
for.
up to
It's a
code.
smoking room.
It's no. The private
Of course we don't
balcony
listen.
area, that's like the VIP section up top, is you can smoke there, but not in the conference room.
Oh yeah, they were renting a private room. Not like the big conference room, like a private room. Like kind of like a small room that's nondescript.
Oh yeah, there's no smoking in the rooms. In the
And Sergio takes out the smoke, realizes that he's probably getting eyes, and then he friggin' just.
Okay. Yeah, she wouldn't be smoking then.
Behold,
she's just a
dying.
disrespectful bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, it's fine. She and I'll have our fucking. tussle later.
She's an aggressive lady, but not disrespectful.
Statues around this building somewhere.
What was her name again?
Amelia
Amelia.
Cartwright.
Amelia. My condolences to your husband.
He's dead.
Exactly. Condolences to your passing of your husband.
She kind of hides a sneer. Like that was incredibly rude.
My condolences to your husband. He died.
Hey, congratulations, he's dead.
No,
He said
he meant
condolences.
condolences
Not
is like I'm sorry
congratulations.
that happened.
You didn't really say it like that though.
You usually include the
My
person.
condolences for your husband's passing.
Well,
Not
like, I mean, he
congratulations.
says it like that because he was being passive aggressive to him, so, he's not gonna take shit.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, I get an intimidation check? I got a +7 to that. Never
Might be
mind, that's a
a
9. I rolled a 2.
Woo!
Yeah,
That's a
you
nine.
step into this room and try to assert yourself in a position of power, and you absolutely cannot stand up to this woman. And I think, like, from the opposite end of the table, Dr. Zink kind of smiles at this.
Yeah, that was a light chuckle.
Sergio just thinks in the back of his head, it's because I couldn't like the fucking cigarette. This is bullshit. Where my boys at?
Oh yeah. Do you want your boys to come to you?
Well, I assume that they're not allowed. I assume Minibeard's allowed, but like, is he able to get into the room? Because like, Minibeard's worked there before, so he's allowed in there. But I know Vinny's banned from the place, so he's probably
okay.
standing outside guard.
How did Vinny get banned? What did he do?
Viper would allow it for business reasons.
Okay.
He would allow. She's gonna allow it. Okay, so Vinny comes in. Well, Vinny decided to be handsy with one of the waitresses.
Mm.
You got fucking put on dishwasher duty for at least a month. For that.
Okay.
And also put one of his boys to work for a month. His own son. He put his own son to work to cover the damages that he caused.
I think Star Reader, you arrive next.
Yay! Now I get to try and figure out what's happened.
I think everybody is shortly after you, but he's currently not here, so that's fine.
Eh.
Yeah. You arrive on the scene.
Woo! I gotta figure out what I was going to do. This is why you should not stay idle for multiple hours.
Sorry.
Question, would any of the flowers actually react to the power of stars? Like, would some of them start blooming thinking it's nighttime or something?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or unbloom? Do flowers unbloom, or do they just...
Yeah, I'm
will
sure there's like a
off?
few rare plant species in here.
That are just reacting because they think it's... Suckers.
The flowers do change like every couple days. So.
Well, the seasons are regulated inside of this magical building, so I don't know how much interaction you would have unless you're
it's more
attempting to do
reacting with
something.
their idea of the time of day. Like, they start thinking it's nighttime when it's definitely not
Right,
nighttime.
they wouldn't react to the time of day unless Viper specifically allowed it. That's
Or
what I'm
first
saying.
the flower that- oh.
So unless you
the-
specifically wanted to do something, if you wanted to actually just go up and interact with them, they wouldn't passively just change.
Interesting.
Yeah. It is very regulated in here.
Well, that's convenient for them.
Yeah.
Now I gotta... Does that note even have, like, any sign of if I'm meeting someone, or am I just here to talk to the owner of the place?
I mean, all you know is that vaguely your destiny and your business is somehow tied to a poisonous plant, and the only connection that you can make is the belladonna.
Well, sounds
Because of the name.
like his logical option is to go find the owner of the place.
Okay.
The source of the flowers.
Yep.
Okay, so what do I do that exactly, or do I just ask someone?
Yeah, I mean, you can ask to have Viper. That's easy to do.
Oh, okay, then I'll just do that.
Okay, Viper, you get called.
What?
Some customer wants to speak with you.
Oh, if it's another complaint, I will pull someone else's hair out. She'll go.
Oh, great, we gotta roll history to figure out if you know me and I know you.
I mean, if
What?
you guys care to know if you know about each other, you can roll history on each other.
I do
You
have
don't
the
have to if you don't care.
I do have the reputation that
Dirty
does say
20.
I'm well known and respected.
Yeah. So, Viper, what you know is, this character is also been around a long time. Also Fae. They are a fairy. Or are you a
That's
pixie?
fairy.
I don't remember.
Fairy.
Fairy. Okay. Also, you know the idea that he started his own business, off the streets, and then eventually moved his business up into Elantra, where he does magical enchantments, mostly does fortunes and, future readings, looking at the stars and whatnot.
Something's brought him to
Yeah.
you.
Makes a lot of good money for themselves because they moved up to Elantra. So, similar story to you, except that you decided to stay true to your sort of morals, I suppose, and stayed here where your business was, rather than chasing the glamour and lights, basically.
I mean, I also had to move away from all the light bulbs.
Yeah. So he has the highest structure on Elantra. He has this big telescope thing. And he's got a bunch of
There's a lot
other
of them.
smaller things, yeah. Oh, that's right. You don't have just the big one. You've got like a bunch of medium ones. Or whatever. Anyways, he harvests stardust and enchants things using space magic.
I use magic to get stuff done.
Yeah. What did you get on reading Viper?
Oh, I forgot to roll that. You'd think I would remember something. I'm like, hey, we need to do that. Well, are you gonna roll it or not, Meg? Wait, where's history? And there, history. 21.
Okay. Yeah, you pretty much know her story too. You're both very known figures. If anyone's been in Rugton for any amount of time, you would know of you two. Because you're just that significant figures that even if you're not necessarily interested in your work, they would know of you. You're just that well known.
I assume
Yeah.
Viper knows my character doesn't like taking too much shit from anyone.
He
That's
is one
alright.
of the few people that can make teleportation circles, and Viper, you have a piece of the Feywild, so very significant elements that you really have control over. So significant figures.
Hello, Star Prince. Down from your tower today.
Yes. I've been seeing some fates and I've encountered a pretty big problem.
What's the problem?
A poisonous flower is threatening the Starlight Observatory. Or my first thought is that you might have something to deal with it.
Oh, well, what does it look like?
Do I know what the flower looks like?
Make a nature check.
Woo! I can figure out nature. The one thing I'm probably not good at. I can read my own character sheet. Ooh, I got a +3 at least. Come on, dice. 14.
You don't know it specifically. It wasn't like a weed or anything. But it was, again, this is sort of relative, nevertheless. So it's pretty much just the idea that and I think, Viper, you get the idea that it is a belladonna that came in to his business, and when it showed up, it sought the end of his and everything that he worked so hard for. So there's some tie there, but it's kind of vague. He just knows that your destinies are intertwined, for better or for worse. Hopefully not for worse.
Do I know that if this destiny is guaranteed, or that I will be able to actually avoid the end of the observatory?
The purpose of reading these things is that so people know about it to either make changes or prepare for it. So the idea is that this isn't necessarily set in stone, but events are going to start playing out, so you need to prepare for them and figure out either what's the trigger, what is real and going to happen, and what's
Or pull the emergency switch and start evacuating.
These aren't, this isn't like telling specifically what the future is going to bring for sure, but the idea that something is going to happen, so you can attempt to do something about it.
I can dodge this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And as it stands, he believes that his entire business is going to go up in smoke because of something that happens here.
I mean, by the sounds of it, it's going to get pulled into the literal ground by the plant. It's gonna be a pricey one if this happens. Really pricey one. Things aren't cheap.
So, is okay. Well, I don't know exactly what you want me to do about this.
Oh, you're the nature lady. I would hope that you would have known something.
Without knowing what it looks like or being able to identify it in any physical capacity, I can't tell you.
Well, I can't exactly identify a flower. I'm not the nature person.
Did you draw it down? Did you take any kind of notes on it? Or you just came straight here and assumed I knew everything?
Wait, can I attempt to draw it?
Yeah. Are you an artiste?
I know jack crap about art, but God, do I probably have something.
I mean, you definitely have like muscle control because you're an enchanter. So this is more about artistical vision. Go ahead and make a performance check.
Performance. Ooh, +4. Thank God I'm pretty. 12. Unfortunately, I'm not lucky.
Yeah, you generally get the idea across to Viper that yes, it is a belladonna that he saw.
Do I recognize the specific type?
It's
Several different types of belladonna.
I forget what's that. Hold on.
I got
There's nightshade.
Eclipse where I can actually show intertwined face much easier.
Sure.
What?
Sure what?
Yeah, it's that one that you're which one you're thinking of.
Nightshade? There's also hemlock.
Wait, hold on. I think I found the one that I was actually thinking of. Yeah, it's delphinium.
Is that a nighttime flower perchance?
Yeah, it's like blue and purple. And it's like a big stalk of like a bunch of flowers.
Delphinium is a genus of about 300 species of annual and perennial flowering plants in the family. Oh my god.
Well then, look, delphinium belladonna. I don't know.
That's what it.
Nighttime landscaping on the nighttime building.
Candle.
Ironic.
There.
Yeah, its common name is candle larkspur.
Looks like that.
Ah, I see.
Basically, it grew up and then it poisoned the wine, so that your business went out of business, basically.
It sounds like it could just grow roots and vines through structures. Telescopes don't
It's
work
metaphorical.
Just
Just roll with it.
We're poking holes in the story. Okay.
Do you know how
I
hard I work trying to get clues right for like the story stuff? This campaign, this is so stressful.
I
thought it was fun and easy.
DMing is never fun and easy, first of all.
Well, when you guys roleplay, it's fine. But when I have to get like very specific details spot on, otherwise it completely sets people off the wrong track.
He's talking
No, it's not be
there's
very
a floating
specific
eyeball.
then.
There's a floating eyeball right now, and you want to talk specifics?
There's a floating eyeball in this building. Actually, do I know?
Can you
Floating
fucking
eyeball?
Well, I
Renji,
need- I need
you
to
left,
know-
right?
I did leave.
You're
Yes.
going home, or
Well, but what time is it? Because I would have to believe that Renji's kind of hungry.
it's like 10. Like it's
And-
starting to get evening.
Then yeah, I mean, I would have nothing else to do other than probably get a bite to eat and then go home
Okay.
and hope.
I don't want to make this decision for you, but I feel like Renji's the type of person to like get to like wait in the alley behind a food place and wait for them to throw away the perfectly good food and then like steal that and eat it.
Yo,
Like
free food.
it's not a thing that
if
like
it's
you don't have
free,
the
it's
money
free.
for it, but like it's perfectly good food. Like why let it go to waste?
You know what? If it's free, it's for me. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll definitely stand in an alleyway and just wait for them to throw away something that like they made,
Mhm.
but like that somebody didn't want it.
Like they're only allowed to sell fresh food, so if it's been
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there
yeah.
for like 8 hours, they have to throw it out.
Oh yeah, definitely would wait for that. Good way to save money.
Okay, yeah.
Disgusting.
If it's free, it's for me.
Do you go to a restaurant where they like know you, like Lady and the Tramp?
Hi, Echo. Echo says hi, guys.
No, I think I'm gonna. I think I'll try to go
Yeah,
somewhere I have
you're
fun.
not known for this. It's fine. Okay.
I'm gonna go somewhere where like where nobody knows me. I'm gonna hide. And I'm just gonna wait and hope.
And you're gonna swoop in like Batman and save those bagels.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Where are the bagels?
Anyways, back to.
Do I have to roll a stealth for this, or can I just hide in the trash
No, you
can?
can just do it.
Anyway, back to this meeting they're having.
It's
I-
free
I-
food.
I-
You don't have to. No one's gonna stop you.
Just fucking dumpster dive and shut up.
Yeah, just careful which dumpster.
I mean,
you
there was a
drive
reason why I
behind
threw a trash
Belladonna.
can at him.
Don't dive behind Belladonna, else you might
His
fall
favorite
down a really
terrain.
deep hole.
You are what you
His
eat.
preferred enemy.
Wow. Okay. I just got some trash.
He has a +1 to dodging dumpsters.
Yes.
Oh god.
I'll make sure it wasn't
He is
specifically a
one with the
dumpster.
trash can.
He has advantage on trash cans.
Okay.
Diving.
Okay. Anyway,
Way of the trash panda.
Jesus. The red trash panda.
Yeah, what are you two talking about?
Does the Star Reader have like a name, or just the Star Reader?
They just go by the Star Reader. They
Ooh,
don't
bagel.
need to give anyone an actual name.
I assume that she just will refer to you as Star.
Good enough.
Does he fight the forces of evil?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna launch you right to the fucking the seventh plane of hell, and you're gonna have to find your way out yourself.
There is a rival enchanting company called Sailor Moon.
Oh,
I
God.
hate
I'm
you.
going to the bathroom. I'll
I'm
be right
trying
back.
to fucking play this game, goddamn
I
you.
love it.
Ah.
That's a joke.
Also, I'm gonna toss a platinum coin to the employees and tell them, "Get me the best coffee you got."
We don't serve coffee.
Really?
Yes, we
For
do.
all the
but-
herbs that you have, you don't sell the coffee.
I
He
mean,
doesn't believe in coffee.
Well, what's the most caffeinated thing you've got in here?
Pepperoni pizza.
What the hell?
she would never. I think she would only do that on the kids.
Yeah, now I
menu.
want
It would
pizza.
be like little personal size little pizza bagels or something, just for Sarah. Like literally just a kids menu for Sarah.
Heck yeah.
Uh.
Chippies and candy bars.
So okay, no, exactly what do you want me to do about this? I'm very busy.
Well, I'd rather not lose this very expensive building to some flowers, and I feel like you might have the best chance of being able to resolve this problem.
Okay, but why do I care about your fancy building in a town I don't care about?
Because it's not going to end well. It's going to wake through this whole city. The fall of the observatory is not going to be fun for you, me, or anyone else in this city.
How so? Explain it to me.
How do I explain this?
Yeah, how does the...
How exactly does this affect me?
Well, I know it's gonna affect all the higher up people in the city. Still have less places to throw their money at.
Look, if you don't help me, I can't make people happy and make lots of money. So I think you
Yeah,
should
no,
help me.
literally. She's like, why do I care? It's like, okay.
Yeah, if this was any other day, or if this was like the beginning of the day, you'd probably hear him out, but you've dealt with so much stuff today already that it's just
You
like...
had to deal with Sergio twice already.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Once is already just a lot.
I could pay ya.
Men
I'm
always
listening.
want something from me.
I got lots of money. Lots and lots and lots of money.
Okay, I also have lots and lots and lots of money.
But see,
What
Viper
else
probably
do you
has like 2 lots of money. This guy has like 4 lots of money.
Why did she go British?
Yeah,
But, like,
you're getting your money from the
she's
commoners.
British.
Yeah.
I get a lot.
Did you say
bigger
she's
paycheck.
British?
She
Wait,
is
what?
Brit- She's
I'm
This-
dwarvish.
Gigi was like, why are you talking a British accent?
I was
I'm
like, what?
She's fucking British. What do you mean?
It didn't click, and then when you said lots, I was like, that's a really thick British accent.
You're British! Sorry.
You're British.
It's Tuesday, innit?
It's
Oh my
Tuesday.
god, do I need to
innit?
set one of you on fire?
Yes.
Yeah, Viper doesn't
Um,
really care about money. It's not...
She's pretty well off.
Do I know how the destruction would actually wake through it? Because I sure don't know how to explain it.
You could give me a generous supply of stardust
I probably could. What would you
and a
even
couple of
use-
enchantments, and maybe I'll do
What would you even
something.
use stardust and enchantments for? So, do you have a
Well, that's
broken
my
magic
business,
circle?
isn't it? That's my business.
Meanwhile, in another room, Dr. Zink is salivating.
Why is he salivating? I'm so confused.
Over the prospect of getting stardust and enchantments.
No, those are mine.
Oh,
He did-
okay.
Those are for me.
Potentially at the next eclipse, I could show you your future. Sure got that power.
How good are you at enchanting toilet seats to make them warm?
Oh,
Wait,
I would have to go check the constellation list, but I'm sure I can make it feel a bit warmer than it should.
I tell you
Stardust
what.
isn't normally
No, no.
known for being warm. It's mostly known for being slightly colder than you would expect.
I'll
No.
tell you what. If you give me 2 free enchantments, I'll help you take care of your problem.
Sure. That's done.
And a supply of stardust. Not anything crazy.
Yeah, how much stardust?
Depends on how big your problem is.
By the sounds of it, it's one of the biggest problems that I've encountered.
No, then it's probably going to be quite a bit of stardust. Anyway,
The real question is,
I
how many
can't
barrels
leave.
of it do you want?
I can't leave at this moment. I'm very busy. Is this a problem that we can take care of tomorrow?
I don't know when this is coming.
Well, that's just fucking helpful, isn't it? No, I'm just kidding. Well, I guess if it's becomes more imminent, give me a
Do I have any
Message?
guess of when this thing actually does happen?
Not really. Your dream kind of faded out, so you've really only got this front half of the information sort of figured out.
Great, I gotta wait till the next eclipse. When's that?
Or
I
the
got
next time you
one.
take a dream, or yeah.
Well, the next eclipse would be the best time to get it, because I can get a full print from the power.
Right. You know what? I'll put a number on it. 12 days.
Well,
well then I'll take care of it later.
well, it's 12 days till I know everything. We might not have 12 days.
Yeah, let me roll to see when it's gonna happen.
Oh god.
11 days. Get fucked.
Oh, look at that! I rolled a 0.
It's
I
happening,
had
right
yesterday.
it's happening as you speak.
As we speak.
That would suck. So, do I have an estimate of when it's happening?
Make an insight check.
Woo, insight! Am I good at that? Am I terrible at that? I am... blind enough where I can't find insight. There's intimidation and investigation, but I don't see insight. Oh,
It's
there
right
it
here.
is.
Insight
am
is right
blind.
above intimidation.
6. Ah, fuck.
You don't know, and that's what scares you.
Ah, great. Damn foggy ass memory. Does keen mind actually help at all with this?
I'm going to say no, because it was your dream that was fuzzy. Like, of all the stuff that you were, conscious of, you do remember, and then once you are awake, you were able to sift through it and figure it out. But unfortunately, you're missing part of the puzzle. It's not that you're unable to figure this out, it's just that there wasn't enough information there to, decipher.
Bloody hell.
You've basically got, like, the front half of a prophecy. Or maybe front, 24th of a prophecy. You don't know.
I got some pieces of the front, some pieces of the back, but nothing that actually tells me what the hell.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. This is good.
So tomorrow.
It's
next
at
week.
this point that another figure walks in. It is a tall figure, humanoid. Viper, if you would like to roll history on this, you have advantage.
Can I use the restroom?
Yeah.
Teacher.
Do I get to roll history as well?
Yeah, if you would like to.
Yeah, I'm like in the same round.
I mean, it's only if you are interested on this character that you would roll a check on them.
I mean, we're interacting with Viper. I might as well figure out who they are.
13.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh wait, with advantage. Wait. Shut up.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right.
I got a 28. Fucking hell.
Yo, she went sicko mode for a second.
Okay, 13.
Okay. What did you get, Star Reader?
I got an 8.
Okay. Star Raider, you would know that this person you have done a few different teleportation circles for because they have multiple different businesses. They run a general business, and then they have several locations sort of spread out. Almost like a chain sort of thing. But you don't exactly know what their business is. Other than this figure is a vampire, and they do cater to other vampires. Viper, you recognize this figure immediately as Runald Morrison. And what Runald Morrison does is that he is a vampire, and what he does is he caters to other vampires, which means that what he does is it first started out when Elantra was starting to get big, when, vampires didn't really have a place to go during the day. So he started making daytime nightclubs in a way. At this point, it's sort of, worn down, that they're more like, day spas and like, that sort of thing. Not just like ravers 24/7. But basically what he does is he gives some of the less fortunate people a job, specifically, humans, elves, dwarves, people that are still living, an opportunity to make some quick and easy cash by picking people off the street and allowing themselves to sell their bodies to be drained by vampires. So in a very similar way to what you do in your business, you and Runald are almost opposed to each other, almost directly. But it's in a way that it's different things, and he very much stays clear of the flat ground, and only does stuff up in Elantra. But people that don't have home or money, in a very similar way that you're like the YMCA, and people can come and stay there if they need a place to stay. People that are desperate will go to his business. And I think that's all the information I'm going to give you for now. But yeah, that's the general information that you know about him. That you probably don't like him, but he doesn't really care about you. Like, he knows you, and he everyone respects you and what you've got going, but he doesn't think of you as rivals. And he walks in and says, "Lady Viper, may I come in?"
What is with everybody asking me if they can?
He has to
enter my
ask
stuff?
permission to come in because he's a vampire.
I know, but that's just kind of like what she's thinking today. She's just like, it's very.
I mean, this is the first time that he's ever been to your place, so that's why.
I think she'll look at him coyly and just go.
I think what happened is that one of your waitresses has come over and says, we have a vampire that needs permission to enter. Like, sorry to bother you, mistress, at the moment. I understand that you're with someone, but and then you see it's that man. So.
I suppose
I have a business meeting, and he almost flashes the paper like a warrant. Has anyone here seen Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Yes.
Think of the
the guy with the thumbs.
The thumbs.
The thumb. He had the story about the. Never mind.
Oh, gotcha.
The blonde guy?
No. It's the food critic.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ego.
Yeah. He looks like Ego,
Ego.
sort of.
Gross.
He's extremely pale. He's wearing like a black turtleneck, which is ironic, and black slacks.
Biggest bird beak of a nose.
Slicked back hair and a widow's peak.
Count Dracula. She'll she'll nod her head in an allowance that he can enter.
Thank you. And he strides in with long steps that is very creepy in the way that, like, looking at bugs walk is creepy. He just sort of strides in.
Let me assume that you're here for Fitzgerald's meeting?
He stops and raises an eyebrow in your direction. Are you interested in my business endeavors? How
No, I'm
very
just-
unbecoming of you, Miss Viper. I believed you cherished and respected privacy.
I just, prefer to know what's going on in my building.
He flashed the same letter that you've probably seen it a couple times now, where it's printed out the same way. Even if it was like too fast to read, you could definitely like recognize it.
The stairs down the hall.
He takes the stairs 2 steps at a time, but still walks very slowly.
I'm so glad I left that building.
He moves the same amount of distance over the entire animation. His animation's just long.
Mm-hmm. His like upper half just sort of glides through the air, and his legs just move underneath of him.
The legs are decorational. Also, my character's actually probably moves faster than that vampire. Well, actually, he moves faster than everyone. Too much caffeine. The idle animation is just faster. The embodiment of weight's faster.
But yeah, he comes in, and you guys can go back to your conversation if you'd like.
So, I suppose I can help you with your issue. Like I said, I'm very busy at the moment, but if you wish to contact me, if it becomes an emergency or you get any more information on it, I'll be there as soon as possible.
Believe me, I own the teleporter. I think I'll be here faster than you get there.
Either way.
Also, I'm gonna check my watch to see when the next teleporter is due to be built.
I mean, the timetable is always open. Like you can come and go as you please, and every order is ASAP. So it's more of a matter of how much time are you willing to spend.
Well, it's a case of I need to get every one of these teleporters done within the day, else I'm gonna lose this decent amount of profit because I have to spend another year fixing them.
You're also the kind of person that you could blow people off, and people wouldn't really be able to say or do anything at the same time. It's like, with an electrician or a plumber, like, hey, I can't make it today because, schedule got messed up. I'll be first thing tomorrow morning, There's not really anything people can do about it. And most of the time, these are for businesses anyway, so it's business hours anyway, so just like during the day or whatnot, unless you want to do it during the night, in which case they can make special preparations. But you have like a list of like things you can do during the day and things you can do during the night.
Yeah, but this is one of those things where I don't show up to that guy's house every day for an entire year to work on that teleporter. Or the day I miss, resets. You gotta start all the way back from square one. One of those cases where you gotta get your job done.
That's true. I mean, it's more than halfway through the day, so I feel like you've already done all of your daily ups for today.
Oh, that's convenient. That means I got time. I'm available. Time for more coffee. Apparently this building doesn't have caffeine, which is surprising, despite all the flowers.
We have tea.
Yeah, how much tea? Is there more caffeine in that tea than in this coffee machine? Just holding the thing of boundless coffee.
I can make it more caffeine if you would like.
She
Yes,
gives
I
you
would-
some sedative tea. He takes one step and instantly passes out.
Oh god! That would just be rude though.
Not because it's that potent, because that's how high-strung his character is. Oh, I feel relaxed for for the first time in centuries. I just like instantly out.
I've been alive for 30 years, experienced 300 years of bullshit, and I work 27 hours a day. I got a lot of things to do eventually.
Yeah, that's my,
I think
that's my
I think
favorite
it
thing.
would-
He works 27 hours a day.
8 days a week.
He constantly has haste cast on himself.
I assume I get that effect from the stars. I can just, every eclipse, I actually, same star that tells you fate warps time as well. It's
But
very
if he's
convenient.
ever not hasted, he just instantly gains so many points of exhaustion.
But not enough to kill me, thankfully.
Yeah, she brews like a special tea for him that it doesn't put him to sleep, but it makes him like chill the fuck out.
I think it's gonna have to roll against the caffeine. All of it.
Alright, roll a con save.
Oh god. Come on, caffeine. Show it who's boss. Constitution points too. A dirty 20. Fuck you. I am not falling asleep today.
Okay. You feel the calming effects of the tea, and you resist the urge to be tempted and lulled into this state of neutrality.
It slows down the idle animation a bit, but it's still going faster than it should be.
He instantly farts out the tea, and it just like passes through his system in a second.
Hey, I'm not here to sleep. I'm here to get shit done. You'll not tranquilize me today.
It wasn't really a tranquilizer. It was more of like a, can you calm down? He's like, you're too stressed and you're ruining the vibes of my place.
Yes, I am very much stressed. I have a million things to do, and now I gotta worry that my entire building might be lost.
Can't relate.
Wow.
Yeah, you wouldn't be happy if the Belladonna fell.
I mean, if it was my establishment, I probably would have, like, fixed the problem already, but,
Yeah, but you can't fix a problem you just heard about and you have no clue what it's actually on about.
Yeah.
Give him some more tea.
Yep, time for more coffee.
She pops open a bottle of wine and just starts drinking from it.
Is this the bottle that fucking Sergio gave her?
No, a good bottle.
Wow.
No,
He gave her
the
the
bottle
best one that
Sergio
he
gave her
had.
was given to the beholder.
Wait, were you gonna bring her jewelry? You brought her a bottle of wine and not jewelry.
Listen, I thought about it and I realized that my character didn't necessarily have the reasoning to have funds yet because we never really settled on how much funds he had, so I didn't know.
I don't think money is like an obstacle.
Money is a thing. Like, if you're poor, you're still going to be poor.
Right,
Yeah, but-
it's more of a character choice. The same way that Renji doesn't... Renji isn't, like, low on liquid assets, but is a, frivolous person. Or, not non-frivolous. He, what's the word?
Fiscally responsible. Penny.
So, do you have any
There's an
idea of
F
what you
word
want
that
me to
means,
do?
like, bargain bin or something.
Frugal.
Frugal! Yeah, there we go. Renji's
So-
frugal.
What do you want me to enchant or infuse? There is a slight difference between that.
I don't know yet.
Well, you should probably determine it so I can go place the order in so it can get done sooner than later.
I think what is happening, and this is something that is just generally in the rules, is that you are going to owe Viper a favor. Whatever that favor is going to be, whatever that translates to. But that is what this game is all about, is the trading of favors.
And to her, it is pretty much the equivalent of a Fey pack.
Right. I mean, depending upon what happens here, basically, I think what's going to happen is that doing something in the game is going to give Viper a point to spend on something, either on her character sheet, on her layer, or something. Like, the Star Reader does it, but it's the favor that he has to do.
Mm-hmm.
I know, and you specifically picked Stardust, which I still need to determine whether or not that's a powder or if it's a fluid.
Yeah. But yeah, basically there's more ways to get points to spend on things, other than just, leveling up via the story, and I think what I want to call them is like favors. So
does that mean I will technically have to actually lose a point myself if I'm
no.
giving Then what does happen?
I mean, this is literally just a story thing. So you are asking for a favor from Viper, which means that you are going to owe her a favor.
Neat.
Yeah. So
Equivalent exchange.
Yeah, you got a nice point. Just do note there is probably some limitations on what you can actually get.
Yeah.
Based off of what
she'll
I
worry
can even
about that when
obtain.
the time comes.
Yeah, whatever you get from me probably won't be flower themed.
That's for me to worry about, and you to deal with later.
I like to think that the situation is that Sergio owes Viper a favor as well, and he's unable to pay it.
I paid it off. Come on. I put my guy to
You're
work.
trying, but you're not that good at it. You should
Yeah,
realize that you don't give the fruit flowers.
It's true. I think this is more of like a character decision that you guys have come up. This is a roleplay element. I don't think there's any point to put a game mechanic tied.
Man, you're already giving me disadvantage in all checks when she's around. Come on.
Well, maybe
She's
that's why you have disadvantage.
She's just.
That's just a
she's
character ability
lot.
she has.
Fine, I can't say no to that face. I get it.
She's just so stunningly beautiful. Like, it's hard to be around her.
How does Sergio
Yeah, you're
and
gonna take
Dr.
full
Zink
advantage of that.
react to Runald's entering the room?
Oh god.
It's just like, does Sergio even know this person?
Make a history check.
So, Viper, is your runic circle
13.
teleportation circle still functional?
You do know that he is
Yes.
a vampire person that caters to vampires.
I got a 22.
Okay, Dr. Zink, you specifically know that what Runald's business is called Serendipity, and it sets up a bunch of different shops, kind of like hospices, maybe like a coffee shop or something. Basically, places where people can come, and maybe there's like private rooms in the back. And one of the biggest things that they do is they get human girls, sometimes is what everyone's favorite. They get them to do drugs, and then the vampires get high off of draining that person's blood.
Maybe I sell
Oh.
those drugs.
Sergio
Yeah,
slowly reaches for his hammer.
I will say that if you want to have made that connection, you absolutely could, that you sell drugs. Whether that's something that still happens now is maybe lessened, but they, because of your prestige, just about everybody goes for you for like some of the good stuff, not just down here in the flatland, but sometimes in Elantra as well, specifically because you're more approachable and not backstabby and decent in prices and quality. So yeah, absolutely.
I would.
Yeah, that is the problem. That I think if you do have that connection with serendipity, you might be on the fence with the Belladonna. So, if you do have that business connection, you might have to consider having it being secret from Viper.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I have plenty of secrets.
Has a way of knowing things, so careful.
Sergio's not gonna hide the fact that he's gonna slowly reach over for the hammer they placed on the table.
Oh
It's
yeah.
Gonna...
As Runald sits down at the table, there is a clear divide between Elantra and the Flatland. As Dr. Zink and Cleaver, while you maybe not on the same side, there is definitely like enemy of my enemy is my friend as you look across the table at Runald and Amelia.
He kind of just
like it
over.
is
He moves
night
his
and
hammer
day
slowly
difference.
closer to himself.
I hope someone's called the Beholder over to keep an eye on that.
Oh yeah, like the big eye is like looking through the crack in the door every so often.
How's Sarah doing, by the way?
Sarah's like underneath him, peeking through the door.
Sarah's writing him at points as well.
Up the stairs again,
she's
up the
stolen
stairs
his
again.
top hat and he has to like go get it back.
Again,
So
again.
this
Wait,
vampire
someone
is
gave the
also
Beholder a
joining the
top
meeting.
hat?
What was that, Dr. Zink?
So this vampire is also joining the meeting.
Correct.
I love how Viper doesn't
Interesting
get an
group.
invitation to this meeting, even though it's like
I feel like she can just join wherever the fuck she wants.
she probably will.
I haven't gotten to that yet. I mean, if you are done talking to the Star Raider, eventually,
Yeah.
everybody shows up, disguised as Mr. Bleach. And he also goes in, so.
What are you talking about? Everybody showed up.
Is Mr.
disguised as
Bleach the
Bleach.
person with the Hawaiian outfit?
No. Nobody knows what Mr. Bleach looks like, so he just goes in and announces himself as Mr. Bleach.
Yeah, what do you mean, everybody
Eventually-
showed up? No, that's Mr. Bleach.
Eventually, Reggie Fitzpatrick does show up, though. Actually, what happens is, Vinny runs up, and he, like, huffs, puffs, looks to Viper like, it's okay for me to come in, right? Like, the boss is in here?
She dismissively nods and
Okay. He runs up the stairs and bangs down the door. He's like, Sergio. Oh, as he looks at the table, and then he like motions for you to come over.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Sergio's gonna stand up, slamming the table, like,
Yeah,
and then the fucking walks on over.
He like stands directly outside the door and closes the door. He's like, "Hey, so we got some news on that truck and where it's headed."
All right, but you
And
got.
then walking through the front door is the three figures.
Oh, is that your news?
Yeah.
he finally caught up with everyone.
I was muted, but as Cleaver gets up to leave, I say, take your time.
They're just gonna kind of just like rip it out and be like, you know what? It's fine. This is not on my part. I shouldn't have expected you to be able to catch up to a fucking horse. Go ahead and take a rest break. Thank you for your job.
He rubs his hands together.
He's got
and
to
looks
put
for
like a
seat.
coin in his hand and be like, go get yourself a water. You look like you need it. Or a meal.
Yeah, I'll
Whatever
get
the fuck.
myself a water.
Yeah.
He
And before he goes, he grabs fucking Rennie by the collar. Don't you fucking dare! Don't you fucking dare look at them damn waitresses
cheese it.
in
I
any
got it.
fucking
I got
way,
it.
other way.
I'm reformed.
All right, get out of here, knucklehead. I love you. He's gonna rub his head and fucking kiss him on the forehead. Get out of here.
Smack him on the ass.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you give him
you don't cross that line, all right? He's my
you give him the
he's my
football
employee.
slap
He ain't
on the
my
butt.
friend, all
Like,
right?
get
I
in
don't
there.
cross that line.
Hey, they do it in football. That's the least gay thing.
Then Sergio kind of like walks in and like, I'm sorry, all right. My employees, he kind of dropped in. He needs to tell me something important, all right?
Okay.
But it's all cool now. Everything's all right. God, why am I'm literally talking like a fucking gangster? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, at least
you're
you're in character.
Anyways, Sergio kind of sits back down and just be like, all right, we about to have another visitor in here. I guess I'll explain what the fuck we're doing, all doing in here.
Or are we waiting for everybody to show up?
I do want to do a small scene with Reggie. I think this is the proper music. If it's not, I apologize. Let's find out.
Oh boy.
That's not it.
Oh boy. It's just me waiting.
Elevator music. Yeah.
Just me wait. Elevator music. Me just waiting in the alleyway.
I was gonna say if that music kept playing, Sergio was just gonna start randomly dancing in his chair.
I mean, am I still within a mile of Sergio? Because I can just telepathically do elevator music just to fuck with him.
No. Is it this one?
Starts shuffling in his fucking chair.
Nope, that's the wrong one too. Gosh dang it! What's the one I'm looking for?
My
My
that
bad.
one.
question is, why didn't you send Sergio a bunch of spam? We're here to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
The fitness
Spam.
brand pacer test is.
Alright.
Serious Sergio go, no!
Oh, listen, I got what I wanted. I got him looking like an idiot on the staircase talking to himself.
In front of his love. The love of his life.
He always looks stupid in front of his love, let's be honest.
To be honest, yeah.
You always look stupid.
Is it this one? Nope. It's the
Well,
same
that's
thing
the
again.
one.
Gosh dang it.
Just
Sarah,
leave
do
it.
you not know what the hell you're doing?
Oh
So
boy,
it's threatening when elevator music playing in the background.
this food's taking
Are you
so
looking for
some.
the boss fight, the mystery song?
I'm about to get into a boss fight.
Hold
No,
on.
it's elevator music for a boss fight. I want it that way. I want a video game where it's just misplaced music during boss fights.
It's just like you're going up an elevator and
There
a
it
boss
is.
shows up in your elevator.
There it is.
Donkey Kong Country?
No.
That's what it sounds like.
It's a Persona 5.
Yo,
No.
I feel like I'm like walking through town with a pimp cane.
Oh, is this Final Fantasy?
No. Just shut up and stop guessing. You're not gonna get it. Okay.
You idiots.
Sauntering into the belladonna is this spray-tanned elvish man. It said, yeah, this is happening. And he clicks his fingers and points some finger guns at some of the waitresses.
She just fucking.
Everybody grimaces and like turns away from him.
Sergio.
He greases back his hair.
Oh god, it's a color tanner version of surgery.
I get along just fine.
If this is who I think it is, I'm punching him in the face.
You're not here.
Oh,
How many
damn
dinner
it.
does the belladonna serve?
As Reggie Fitzpatrick saunters into the belladonna, he is absolutely a piece of work. Just absolutely, you know. You would assume him for a drunk, belligerent, you know, homeless person walking in here, if not for the fact that he seems to be lucid and conducting business with his secretary and the large construct bodyguard that's just hovering over his shoulder. But it is walking, it's not actually hovering. But he turns his attention to you, Viper, and says, "Hey, it's the Lady Viper herself. How's it going?" And he walks up to you, heels first with his walk, just very, very jazzy and kind of like bouncy in his walk.
Can I roll a history check?
You may with disadvantage.
Does the belladonna serve high quality food?
God damn it!
It probably does.
Okay, good. I'll go get myself more. What time is it?
You gotta stop
he-
using these dang red and black dice.
15.
You have never seen nor heard of this man in your entire life. He scares you.
No. He annoys me.
You should go call the beholder, see if you can get him thrown in the dumpster.
He absolutely screams that he's a tourist.
Look like a tourist.
Yes, absolutely. He comes up to you, Viper, and even though he's like, I think he's probably about like, he's probably like 5'4".
Oh, he's
and
so short.
He attempts to like put his arm around your shoulders, and all he can do is kind of barely get 2 fingers on your far shoulder, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going? I understand that." I'm giving him a Mexican accent. Hold on.
Nah, do it. It's fine.
No. So what I'm seeing is that your place here is actually quite acceptable. Jewel of Rugton, as they call it. Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah, of course it is. Look at this place. It's absolutely popping in here.
Sergio's gonna feel.
He like
tilted
snaps
for
his
some
fingers a
fucking
couple
reason.
times and nobody's
Sergio's
dancing.
got spidey senses.
Oh, I mean, Reggie is like on the balcony above looking as this is happening.
Do I see this going down?
I mean, yeah, I think you were still talking to Viper, so you're like right here.
He's,
Okay,
yeah.
great.
Oh, he's close by, yeah.
What do I think of him? I gotta go roll more dice.
Yeah, roll a history check.
My god, it's like the most I've ever rolled history in one game.
I mean, we're all
There's a lot of things.
yeah, we're
you know.
meeting a lot of new people.
19!
This is a person that you recently did a job for.
Oh, neat. Was it in like the last month?
It was today.
Oh, well, that makes it a lot simpler. Wait a minute.
They custom ordered. They called in for you to do a one-time use teleportation circle, which is not really something that you normally do, but they wanted quality and consistency.
I mean, I make teleportation circles for as long as you need them.
This is one of the quickest jobs that you ever did, and it was the most expensive one. They needed this done. They needed it done quick and quiet, and your expertise with being a fairy, being able to get into places, seemed to be more of the repertoire.
Ah, yes, me owning 400 teleporters. I think I can go about wherever I feel like.
Exactly.
So this.
You also
is
didn't
the-
leave any footprints behind.
Well, yeah, I don't got them land.
Exactly.
I think this is the exact guy I'm thinking of.
You have never met this person before. You do not know them by reputation, but you do recognize the name.
Ah. Oh, I'm gonna keep that noted, 'cause this might be the exact guy that I know about. I think he might be the one who was meant to pay me.
As Viper is being manhandled by this person, Seth comes down and starts making his way. Instantly, the bunny woman like steps back hesitantly with her clipboard, like something about to happen, like concerned. The construct goes to move into position, but Reggie snaps his fingers and like takes a step forward as if like a very slow, like Crocodile Dundee kind of like persona takes over Reggie as he takes a couple slow steps towards the beholder, and then stands up straight and does a solid T-pose, and Seth just like flies backwards in like astonishment.
Wait, what the hell? What the hell am I listening to?
Reggie then like swivels on his heels, clicking his teeth, and pulls down his sunglasses like, you just gotta show people who's boss, you know what I'm saying?
You try to intimidate the beholder and got a nice face full of gravity weapon.
Seth looks
Did he
over
just
at you,
attack
Viper,
my
like, do you need
employee?
me to step in?
I think she'll put her hand up to just tell him to stand by.
Okay.
That it's fine. Although
Steph
she is extremely
starts
insulted.
doing a staring contest with the construct.
Oh, he ain't trying to do a staring contest with the beholder. I'm gonna go.
Anyway.
Ready plane shift, just in case this is not going to end well.
She's gonna turn to this new person and just smile politely but nervously. And do I know you?
No, of course not, sweetheart, but here to make a name for myself. Absolutely.
Starting off on the right foot, I see.
Star Reader, I will allow you to make an Arcana check.
Ooh, Arcana.
Can I also make an Arcana check?
Yeah, I will allow you to make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Come on, Arcana. I paid for this. Plus 20, success.
That's a 24.
24 for you. What did Star Reader get?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. You know that Elden Ring spell where you do a T-pose?
Nope.
I remember
I
the glitch in Dark Souls, which makes you T-pose,
Okay.
and sometimes it makes you shake your pants, but that's a different
There is
problem.
actually a spell in Elden Ring where you do a T-pose, and it basically rebukes all spells and buffs that have been cast.
I might want to note down that spell for later.
I am letting you know that what Reggie did was completely wild and really out there, but your knowledge of the arcane is noticeable enough to realize that he was actually doing something. Doing a very rare kind of magic that most people don't know. Where he was doing physical components, but there was no effect because there was not being any magic cast.
So he casted a spell that.
But
that
the
only had
beholder's
somatic.
eye rays were being primed were suddenly rebuked.
That sounds like a good
So
one. But it gets slapped back
something
in-
of note that this figure is not simply as they appear.
He managed to parry a laser.
Exactly.
Oh, that's amusing.
But yeah, Reggie
Wait,
is more friendly. I think he's like, hey, just to show my approval of this establishment, round on me, and he like throws a bunch of gold coins onto the counter.
Wait, does it just like parry every spell? Would it parry technically any spells I have already on me?
I mean, he
False
didn't
life.
do anything to you. He was just doing that to the beholder.
Oh, so it's not my problem.
Correct.
So I definitely stay on guard and have that plane shift down.
Yeah, that was like scary that he kind of did that. So, yeah, being wary of that. And then he kind of pulls you aside, Viper, and says, hey, I hope you don't mind me using your establishment kind of last minute. I wanted to turn to a place that was not only respectful and safe, but also nice, you know? In a bit of the neutral zone, you know? Didn't want to be someplace too high or too low. You know how it is. I know for a fact that no one is ever going to start anything in here. Not in the Belladonna by a long shot.
Shit in the background. What the fuck did you say to me? No, I'm just kidding.
Can I try and buy the best tasting food that this Belladonna supposedly offers?
Yeah, Vinny was like on guard until he heard the free drinks and just like started ordering.
Oh my god, damn it,
I
Vinny.
think she's gonna shoot a glance over at Vinny knowingly and just shake her head in disapproval.
God
But,
damn it, Vinny, not on the job. You want
she's,
back on fucking dishwasher duty.
Reggie has this air about him that he just brings a certain level of chaos with him that is typically enjoyable. Like, he's not causing any harm necessarily, but he is like getting things going. He's I think he like steps away from you and like grabs a waitress and like spins her a little bit as she's passing by, like, come on, life's all about living. You know.
Hey, DM, real quick, just a general quick question. Is also Trevor there as well? The other dwarf?
Mini beard.
Yeah, mini beard.
I will say yes, but he walked the rest of the way here.
Yeah,
well,
he's
Give
pretty.
up.
I imagine he's pretty tired, so he gets there a little bit late. While his dad gets fucking drunk.
Yeah. Well, he's fed up, so he's just like, I ran for nothing. Screw it, I'm not running back. You run back to the boss.
I will say that when
What you
Trevor
say about the
does,
boss?
when Mini Beard does show up, she gives him a wink and a nod over to the bar, saying, like, you know, you can partake. But she won't
No,
tell
she
him.
trusts fucking Minnie. If she trusts Trevor, but not Vinny, of course. You know what? That's
Well,
fair. That's actually
the
completely fair.
truth is that Trevor doesn't have any past, so he's already better standing
In her
than Vinny.
eyes, Trevor is a good boy.
Good boy with a fucking in a bad place.
I kind of want to say that Trevor is probably a genuine enough character that I think even Sarah likes him, and I think that's kind of what's won him some points, maybe. He's not like straight edged, but he doesn't like to like get drunk.
The only reason that fucking Sergio tolerates him this long.
Well, it's because he's young, so you know he can handle other young kids.
God damn fucking.
He's a good, respectable kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
fucking
my-
not fucking. What are those nails in the nunchucks? Fucking Sergio still hasn't let that go.
Oh yeah, that's right. His personal weapon is his nunchucks with nails and barbed wire on them.
I still haven't forgotten what Sergio said to him. Fucking, you know what? I hope you do it. Like, you're gonna end up hitting yourself in the nuts with that. In fact, I hope you do hit yourself in the nuts
Well,
with that so you can
the
stop.
problem is that both ends have barbed wire and nails.
So how is
through
he gonna
them.
hold
So
them?
it's yeah, exactly. He like
Like, I
holds them
hope
by
you-
the chains most of the time, and he never uses them.
I'm just like, I hope you hit yourself in the nuts with them, because then at least you'll stop producing stupid fucking children.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
Well, I mean, he's still like a teenager, I think. Not in like dwarf years, obviously.
I would
Dwarf.
feel like if if Viper found this out that these are his weapons of choice, she would confiscate them and tell him that she'll get him a really nice weapon. Just don't be
Give him a
dumb.
hammer. At least he can't stab himself with that.
Viper's like, give me that. I will give you a good weapon.
She's just
Just-
please, my God, just
I can't let you have these around Sarah. Just
yeah, no. For
if
real.
you take care of her, if you watch her and don't let her get drunk, I will make you a nice weapon. He's like,
Don't
"Alright,
get
fine."
drunk. She's probably fucking jumping off the walls from candy.
I think Sarah's a little too young to be having alcohol.
This seems
Yeah.
a bit tense.
I think like most people would be fine with it, but I think
Most dwarves would
I
be
think
fine
once
with
in, I
it.
think
Yeah,
once in a
exactly.
while,
Can I offer
she'll
Sarah
give
some
her like
coffee?
She'll give
Oh,
her a
no.
shot on her birthday.
like a little bit of honey mead in her juice just to kind of
sure,
Really
sure.
calm the
on her
fuck
birthday
down.
or something. Yeah.
Trevor
Unofficial.
absolutely slaps away the coffee from Sarah. Like, no, none of that. Don't make my job harder.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and the child would be bouncing off the walls. This coffee's good stuff. It's already pretty good.
I think Viper's just kind of like she's not like sizing him up, but just kind of like unsure if this man is
Make an insight
being
check.
for real or if he's just like putting on a show. Inside. Sorry. Six. That is.
Hard to read. Hard to tell.
I fucking hate it here. I swear to God.
To be fair, you probably would have needed to get a 26 for in order for me to tell you anything about Reggie.
I figured it would have been high, but I wanted my dice to at least not fuck me over.
He turns to you and says, as the proprietor of this location, would you mind being the lady of the hour and joining us? He's inviting you.
I think she kind of just glances over everybody and kind of assesses whether it's like everything's handled. Like she's just her usual just like micromanagey brain is just kind of like determining whether or not it's worth leaving. And then I think she just kind of sees that things are handled because with him buying everybody drinks, it got a little rowdy, but
It's distracting everybody. They're gonna be
Yeah.
drinking and being, out of commission for a while.
I think she's gonna request that entertainment time slots get like not the amount of time they have to perform, but like the in between each performance is sped up just a little bit, just to keep people from getting mad or rowdy or whatever. So, and then she'll join him upstairs in the.
Okay.
Yeah.
He waltzes up with like a wide knee walk and says, "Sergio, my man, how's it gangin'?"
That's okay.
Do I know you?
Shoo, come on, man, let's go in, let's talk business. And he opens the door for you.
I mean, alright. If you're the one who sent me the letter, then sure, let's go in. I mean, it's not to see a happy face in this fucking group of unhappy faces.
He,
so, like,
He does like the pinky and thumb gesture of like hang loose and he's like, rad.
Oh my know. I hate
Someone
this guy.
launch this guy into the vacuum of space
What does
already.
that mean, dude?
I'm
What the
so-
fuck does that mean, dude?
I'm
Like,
so
what?
glad. I'm so
It
glad.
means
I
hang
let them
loose,
tell you.
man.
Hang loose. If I was hanging on a loose, then I'd be fucking dead, alright? I don't hang on a noose. I try to avoid that shit, alright? The
I'm
coppers won't
so
got
glad I
nothing
listened
on
to
me.
them.
Sergio,
Are you
trying to
both
tell me
know
you're
your
hanging-
neck is too thick for that.
Only thinking
Hey,
up for you, baby
Jesus,
girl.
be cool. All right.
I'm thinking up for you, baby girl, all the time, every day.
She just flicks her fingers at Sergio and a flower pops in and open in his mouth.
Pulls that flower, just be like, thank you, beautiful.
Reggie takes a step back, puts his palms up, and then like reaches up to lower his glasses, and then looks between Viper and Sergio and is like, okay.
What, you lying on my girl? Hmm?
He walks into the room.
Sergio kind of gets back and be like, I'll be back, beautiful.
And then you both walk into the room.
Yeah.
She follows. She's like, "Fuck you."
Flips him off while Sergio is looking away so he can't see it. So he...
Yeah, as you all saunter into the room, Reggie maneuvers his way around the table, giving very inappropriate like greetings to people, like, "Hey, Miss Amelia, how's it going?" You know, just very
Informal, just
Yes.
super obnoxious, fucking.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Everybody's looking around like, not only could I not believe that I'd be in a meeting with these people, it's run by this guy. And just like, I think Amelia like stands up like, "I believe there's been some mistake. I don't think that this is," and Reggie snaps his fingers, and the big construct moves towards the doorway. He said, "Hey, peace it, Miss Cartwright.
Mister.
How about let's chill out and let's let cooler heads vibe." And she gives a look around the room and then slowly sits back down in her chair. "Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Alright. Now, I see you're probably wondering why I've gathered all you people here. Individually, you probably have nothing in common, but from what I understand, you all have different aspects of this world under your fingertips. Some of you have significant measures wrapped around those fingers." And he snaps his fingers, and you can see that the secretary is like urgently scrawling something in her notebook and like maneuvering around the table, like taking attendance almost. And Reggie walks to the far end of the table and puts his hands on the back of a chair and says, "Now, I think there's something to be discussed about the late Mr. Cartwright." And he looks over at Amelia, and he holds up a hand like, "No offense."
Sergio just sort of like in a respectful, but like in a respectful way, just to the person rather than to the wife. He just kind of like fucking does the fucking kisses hand, does the cross symbol.
And he, Reggie puts up a hand. "I bet you're all wondering who I am and what's actually happening here. But before we get too far, I think it's important that we make sure that we're alone before our discussion." And then he lowers his sunglasses.
How can we be alone if we're all here?
He snaps his fingers together, and Star Reader, you know that someone's initiating a teleport spell. You can just feel it in your bones.
Do I have any idea of where it could be going?
I mean, you know where it's originating from. You don't necessarily know where it's going.
Counterspell. No, just kidding.
I can't counterspell it. I would have to have a line of sight.
I was just asking if you wanted to do anything, like investigate or something.
No, I'm gonna roll a card to see if I can notice anything in thing, like a destination.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
Come on, Arcana. 16.
Okay. You get the idea that it's upstairs, and it's probably going to one of your teleportation circles. Like, it's so close that it's, like, electric in the air.
As in, the destination is that close?
Where it's originating from. You don't know where the
yeah.
destination is. But
Well, this seems like something I might peek my head through the crack in the door.
okay. Everyone around the table, there's like a circle of light that encircles all of you. As you notice that the construct starts to glow as these runes on its body start to light up. Star Reader, you know that in order to be teleported, you either need to be in the circle or you need to be touching one of the recipients that is being teleported.
Well, depends on the teleportation spell, honestly. There's like, well, two methods for them to work. You either have to just be holding hands in like an actual circle, or you gotta have an actual teleportation circle placed on the floor.
Right. You have a split second to decide. Do you want to
since you
join in?
Sorry, you know what? Finish it.
What?
Sorry, I was gonna ask something about wait until after you finish them.
Do I have an estimate of whether or not that construct is going to be sticking around?
I mean, it
Because
seems like
he
everybody
hims-
in this room is about to be teleported. Do you want to be
Well,
a
I
part
get-
of it?
Well, by the sounds of it, I'm joining in.
Okay. Yeah, you can like reach through the door and touch the construct as you all are gone in a second.
God, I hope I can hide, else I'm about to get obliterated.
Renji, it's about this time that you are slowly, casually walking up to your hideout when you hear several thudding sounds from inside of your home.
So this is the man that I thought he was.
Yeah, I'm can I try to stealth in?
Yes,
like I'm not
please roll a
seeing-
stealth check.
Okay.
As
do I
all
roll
of
a
these
stealth check
figures
as
get
well?
teleported into this dusty house, plumes of
17.
smoke lift up. What's that?
We're at Renji's house.
17?
17.
Okay.
Do I need
You
to
start
roll
to
stealth?
stealthily make your way in. As everyone suddenly is like, most of you are sitting. So I think a few people fall to the floor, and
I would
Reggie's
fall.
smile grows wide as he pushes back his sunglasses.
Wait,
Did
so,
none of them
so
get the roll for
hold
it
up,
to see
not-
if they managed to stand up before they hit their ass
That-
hits the floor?
hold on. Did I walk in my house?
I mean, you hear voices. I believe it's on the floor below, so you would need to go into the basement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, can I go into the basement and look around and do like a perception
Yeah,
check?
you can stealthily make your way down the stairs, and you notice that there's a bunch of influential people in your
Okay,
basement.
I'm out of stealth. What the fuck are you doing in my house?
Sergio's gonna immediately go, oh, what the fuck?
You
And pull
shut the
his
fuck
fucking
up,
hammer,
Sergio.
be
What the
like,
fuck are
get
you
fucking
doing in my
aim it
house?
towards him and be like, the fuck you teleport us into, huh? This was not part of the fucking deal.
Renji,
now-
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sergio?
Renji.
That's a nat 20. It's a 21.
Really? Okay.
I'm holding a dagger as well. The fuck are
Okay.
you doing in my house?
Renji holds a hand. I need you to make a strength or dexterity saving throw as Reggie clicks his fingers and points, and the construct goes to grapple you.
That's a 40.
Okay, it wraps its arms around you. Actually, it reaches out one big arm, and then that arm explodes open into multiple segments, and just wrap around you. And Reggie
to roll
like
a stealth
pinches
check?
the bridge of his nose. I thought I ordered him to make sure that the place was abandoned. Sorry,
you-
people.
You're
Sorry
doing
about
in
all
my
this.
house.
So fucking what? This wasn't part of the agreement. I thought we were supposed to be staying in the fuck over at Viper's place. What the hell? What
Reggie
the hell is
snaps
this
his
fucking
fingers,
shit?
trying to cut you off. I wanted to make sure that no one would be around. And doing a conversation in the Belladonna, most well-renowned, and made sure that, wow, I assure you, your security is probably the best you can imagine. Making sure that we are not there where we are expected to be will ensure your safety more than anything, and ensure that there will be no trespassers. Or
Well, it's too late for that, isn't it?
Wait.
it would
uh,
seem so. So
Wait.
unfortunately, my friend, you cannot simply leave till after our discussion is over.
That's
Do I
fine.
need
If
to
it's in
roll
my house,
stealth to
I'm here.
hide?
You're stuck with me. What the fuck are you doing here? I'm listening. And I'm just gonna sort of put my dagger. I'm gonna disperse my dagger that I was holding, and I'm just gonna stand there since apparently I'm grappled. Wait, can I Misty Step out of the hands?
You can try.
I want to Misty Step out of the hands.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god, I'm not really wise. That's a 12.
Okay, you attempt to cast this spell, and the runes on the golem glow, and you are zapped. You take
Let me out. I'm not leaving, you fucker.
11
many
points of
guys-
lightning damage.
Oof.
Okay,
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
Do I
I'm
not
gonna-
need to roll stealth to hide from
That's
everyone?
an 11.
Okay. You are shocked into unconsciousness, actually. And Reggie, like, shakes his head. I apologize, my friends. This was not supposed to go this way. And then he, notices you, Star Reader. Well, hello, my friends. It
Well, I'm
seems
trying
that...
to sneak. Like, do I not get to roll to sneak?
What is-
See if I
I-
can go
wait,
away?
What did-
is my
what did you
dog
roll?
doing in all this?
I thought you rolled an 11.
I never rolled sneak yet.
Oh, what'd you roll?
We're about to find out.
Okay.
15. Let's hope that beats his passive.
That does not beat his passive, unfortunately. And he waves a hand as if to introduce you. My friends, this is Star Raider. He is the one that introduced us to this location.
They're just gonna
Like-
fucking
He
slowly
is
put the
very
hammer
well
back in his
renowned. I'm
pocket.
sure that you do know of his work.
This place looked bloody abandoned. I assume no one lived here. I didn't realize the place was still full of hobos.
Your apology is accepted and appreciated. And though our friend is unconscious for the moment, I do believe it is best for us to conduct business quickly.
Do you want me to help glue them back together? Make sure you survive that?
That will not
Also-
be
So
necessary.
what's my dog doing? Because he should have been home.
I think if you came down the steps, the golem would also have grappled it as well.
Oh
Okay.
god, let's hope dogs don't like
Reggie
fairies.
snaps his fingers and points towards his secretary. Please make sure that we are not interrupted by any more unexpected visitors. And she nods her head and quickly makes her way up the steps. And then Reggie turns to everyone and he removes his sunglasses. And with a wide smile, he says, "Welcome, my friends. I think it is time for me to introduce myself. I'm Reggie Fitzpatrick, but you might know me better as..." And he turns to look at Amelia. "Reginald Cartwright. And I have come to take what is mine." And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.